Ducks broadcast network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks broadcast network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks broadcast network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks broadcast network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks broadcast network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, Groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Louis Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunt up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch, and for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. Swung on and missed for strike three. The Long Island Ducks have come to Texas, and they'll be bringing the trophy back home to Long Island. The Long Island Ducks are the 2019 Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here for the first time ever at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park, and it is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. Tonight, the Battle of the Belt makes its first trip to Staten Island as the Long Island Ducks take on the rival Staten Island FerryHawks in the opening game of a three-game series. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. I'll be joined later on by Mike Moore, and thank you so much for joining us here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, coming to you on liducks.com, Facebook Live, and youtube.com/ducksbaseball. Well, unfortunately, because of our score bug, you can't appreciate the view as much as we can here in the press box at SIUH Community Park, but boy, is this a gem of a ballpark to have a view, a perfect view of the downtown Manhattan skyline. Of course, the river, the East River going up the east side of Manhattan, the Hudson River going up the west side of Manhattan, the Statue of Liberty in the foreground as well. A terrific setting for baseball here on the north shore of Staten Island. They call it St. George, right adjacent to the Staten Island Ferry, which goes here from Staten Island to Lower Manhattan. And for the first time ever, the Ducks will be making a visit to this ballpark as they open up a three-game weekend set against the Staten Island FerryHawks, as this is the third chapter of the season of the Battle of the Belt. The Ducks have won 5 of the first 6 meetings with their new rivals. They won all 3 games on Long Island back May 17th through the 19th. And then they took 2 out of 3 last weekend from the FerryHawks, also at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. So they'll make their first visit here to Staten Island, where the field looks absolutely spectacular. Lots of money was spent to upgrade this field to an all-turf field that you see below us, turf mound, turf plate, all the brown and green turf, so no dirt, no grass, and other areas of the ballpark upgraded as well. The field looks great. This is not the first time I personally have been here. I had been here for several games when the Staten Island Yankees called this ballpark home in what was then known as Richmond County Bank Ballpark, but now it is Staten Island University Hospital Community Park and the home of the Staten Island FerryHawks. Well, these two teams come in with the Ducks riding high. They have won 7 of their last 9 games played, including 3 consecutive series wins. They took 2 out of 3 during the week from the York Revolution, with both of their wins in walk-off fashion by identical 6-5 scores on Wednesday and Thursday. And so they will try and make it 4 consecutive series wins here against Staten Island this weekend. Overall, they're back to 500. 21 wins, 21 losses. They're 10.5 games behind Southern Maryland for first place in the North Division standings. Staten Island has been playing much better of late. They are 6-4 in their last 10 games, and they earned their first road series win during the week, taking 2 out of 3 against the Lancaster Barnstormers at Clipper Magazine Stadium. They've played much better here at home than they have on the road, 9-12 at home compared to 3-18 on the road, but they are 12-30 overall, bringing up the rear of the North Division, 19.5 games in behind Southern Maryland. Again, yesterday, the Ducks with a 6-5 walk-off win over the York Revolution. After falling behind 2-0 in the first, they bounced back courtesy of a Sam Travis grand slam, his second grand slam of the year, and his 6th home run, which is tied with Davidson Romero for the team lead that came in the bottom of the first. York was able to battle back. They scored a run in the second on Jeffrey Perez's solo homer and 2 in the fourth on a 2-run double by Connor Lean to take a 5-4 lead. Devin Marrero singling, stealing second, and scoring on a pair of Revolution errors in the bottom of the fourth. Tied the game at 5, and it would stay that way until the bottom of the 9th inning. Josh Martin took over on the mound. He issued a leadoff walk to Austin Rye. Rob Weishire sacrificed him to second base with a bunt, and Devin Marrero winning the game with a walk-off RBI single up the middle. After Alejandro De Aza had walked off the Revolution the night prior, the Ducks do it for a second straight night, and all 3 games in that series decided by identical 6-5 final scores. But it was the Ducks who took 2 out of 3 the second time this year. They took 2 out of 3 against the Revolution. And again, Long Island 7-2 in their last 9 games and have won 3 consecutive series. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. When we come back, I'll be joined by Ducks manager Wally Backman.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Back here at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park, where the managers of the 2 teams, Wally Backman leading the Long Island Ducks and Edgardo Alfonso, the skipper of the FerryHawks, both of whom are former New York Mets and both of whom have been part of the Ducks organization, just took a photo behind home plate sporting tonight's giveaway, which features the Battle of the Belt logo, the official logo of this rivalry series. And it's not a logo that you see on the chest. It's actually positioned right over the waist when you wear that shirt. So it looks like that wrestling-style championship belt that the 2 teams are going to be competing for here this season. Well, Wally Backman and I had a chance to catch up before the game tonight to talk about the recent success that the Ducks have had, winners of 7 of their last 9 games, and coming here to Staten Island for the first time since he managed for the Brooklyn Cyclones in the New York Penn League and managed in the 2010 New York Penn League All-Star Game here on this field. Well, Wally, after that 4-game sweep at home to Gastonia, you've now won 3 straight series, 7 wins in your last 9 games. What seems to be rolling of late right now for this team?
Well, I think our pitching is doing a much better job. Our bullpen has been outstanding. You know, we've added a few arms. Bullpen's been very good. We've got some timely hitting. I think that offensively we still need to hit better with guys in scoring position, but, you know, we've been pretty good the last 9 games or so.
You talk about some of the additions to the bullpen, Nick Goody, Ryan Meisinger, 2 guys with former big league experience that you added there, Kaiwei Lin, who's looked terrific. What have you liked that you've seen from each of those 3 guys?
Well, they throw strikes. They throw all their secondary stuff for strikes, too. So, you know, they all 3 of them got really good sliders. Goody's is probably the best. You know, Lynn's got a really good split that he's shown that he's thrown. He hasn't thrown it in the past very much. And Meisinger, he throws hard. You know, he gets out there, throws hard, and he has a good slider. So with those 3 additions in the bullpen, it really takes a lot of pressure off of Baez and Webb. So Hawkins gotten better. Beckman's done a fine job. So there's a lot of guys down there that we can go to now to bridge the gap a little bit to get to some of those guys, and every one of them, I think, can close.
You've also had a lot of changes to your starting rotation, but namely 2 guys who were there at the beginning of the season have been throwing the ball much better of late in Scott Harkin and Akil Morris. What have you seen from them that's changed from the beginning of the year?
Well, there's just consistency. You know, they've gotten better. Scotty's had some issues. You know, he had COVID. He got sick. He's finally healthy. He's pitched very good his last 4 starts. You know, we tried some different things early in the year. You know, now Iorio's back in the rotation. De Leon's back in the rotation. These are guys that we had in rotation when we won a lot of games last year. So with that being said, I think we've turned the page and are going the right direction now.
You've talked about the timely hits. I know that's not been there a ton throughout the course of the season, but of late, even when you've given up leads, back-to-back walk-off wins in the bottom of the ninth, what does it say about this team's resolve to find ways to win those games after losing leads?
Well, there's a lot of adversity. These guys don't quit. The one thing that we really lack, and we still lack it, is power. And if you look at the statistics, we hit good with runners in scoring position with no outs or 1 out and even 2 outs. But if you look at the rest of the league, they may be hitting 70 points lower than us, but they have power numbers. It's cost us a lot of runs. There's been games where 3 hits haven't scored a run. It's really unacceptable. So we have to be a little bit more aggressive on the bases, try to take the extra base, because we don't have that big power.
You get one of your power bats back in the lineup in Davidson Romero. We did see Sam Travis hit that grand slam recently. So how much are you relying on those two guys to try and provide the power for this team?
Well, a lot. They're in power spots, and Sam was out for 9 or 10 days, and to lose him and then to lose Debison as well for that week really did hurt us. Even though we played pretty well going in, it should just make us that much better.
First time the Battle of the Belt comes here to Staten Island, did it kind of evoke some memories back when you were managing in the New York Penn League when you stepped out onto the field?
Yeah, I think the last time I was here, I managed the All-Star Game, so it's been a while. That was 2010. But, no, it's a nice ballpark. They've done a nice job with this ballpark. They fixed it up very nice, and hopefully they get a good crowd.
You have 3 games here on the new turf field that they installed here, followed by 3 more games down in High Point, also on a turf field. Is there anything you have to do to try and manage your players to make sure that they're not bothered at all by it?
I don't think so. I think it's easier to play on this stuff. The hops are more true. It is a little bit faster, but players seem to like to play on it. They like to hit on it. I know that. So hopefully that carries over for us going forward.
Tonight, Stephen Tarpley gets the start. He's been pretty good for you thus far in the starting rotation and has faced this team a couple of times already. What's the key to his success?
His key is first pitch strikes. If he throws strikes tonight, he's going to have a good game. So if he can stay ahead of the hitters, it's a free swinging team. Tarp's got really good stuff. If he throws strikes and stays ahead of the hitters, he's going to have a good game tonight.
And on the flip side, you guys have hit around Anthony Rodriguez a couple times this year. When you're hitting him around, what do you see is the reason for that success?
Well, I think that's just it. He's probably behind in the count. The hitters have been able to shrink the strike zone, get better quality pitches to hit, and they go from there. That's kind of what's happened. He's walked a few guys. He doesn't strike out many, so we're not a team that strikes out a lot. We're going to put the ball in play.
Thanks so much for the time, Wally. Best of luck here in Staten Island.
Thanks, Mike.
That is Wally Backman, manager of the Long Island Ducks. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll look at tonight's pitching matchup. As we just talked about, Stephen Tarpley for the Ducks, Anthony Rodriguez for the FerryHawks. And then we'll have the starting lineups and the first pitch of the Ducks' first ever visit here to Staten Island.
Hey, fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off Exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Moments away from baseball here in Staten Island. The Long Island Ducks and the Staten Island FerryHawks meeting on this field for the first time in the first of 17 meetings between these two teams on this field this year. It's also the 7th of 34 meetings between the two sides this year. FerryHawks taking the field. As they do that, let's go through the pitching matchups. For the Ducks, it'll be left-hander Stephen Tarpley, who makes his 8th appearance, 4th start of the year. He has an 0-3 record with a 7.16 ERA, has faced Staten Island twice thus far, allowing 3 runs each time, including his most recent start last Saturday on Long Island, 3 runs in 5 innings. Lefty Anthony Rodriguez will go for the FerryHawks. He has struggled this year. Overall, 1-2, an 8.07 ERA in 8 starts, and against Long Island, he has been roughed up twice, giving up 6 runs, 5 earned in 3 innings on May 18th, and 7 runs on 10 hits in 3 1/3 innings last Sunday. Very nice job with our national anthem here tonight. We are moments away from baseball. The 7th meeting of the season between the Long Island Ducks and the Staten Island FerryHawks, the first on this field. Ducks have won 5 of the first 6 meetings this year, all of which have come at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Beautiful ballpark, beautiful setting, right on the water overlooking the downtown Manhattan skyline. Unfortunately, your view of the skyline not as good as ours because of the scoreboard at the top of your viewing screen, but I promise you, if you have not had a chance to make a trip to this ballpark before, highly recommend you do so. It is a terrific view of a ball game. The field looks great, all-turf field installed for this season, the inaugural season for the FerryHawks. Let's go through the starting lineups for the two teams here tonight for the series opener. For the Ducks, who are managed by Wally Backman, Dustin Woodcock will lead things off in right field. L.J. Mazzilli will bat second. He serves as the designated hitter this evening. Alejandro De Aza in left field will hit third, and in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Sam Travis. Batting fifth, back in the lineup at third base, Davidson Romero. Rusney Castillo is in center field. He will hit sixth. Joe DiCarlo, his first start of the year at second base. He bats seventh. Austin Rye will do the catching and hit eighth. And rounding out the order is the shortstop, Devin Marrero. On the flip side for Edgardo Alfonso's Staten Island FerryHawks, Dilson Herrera, the former Met, who was recently signed with the FerryHawks, will lead things off. He's the first baseman. Alfredo Reyes will bat second and is at shortstop. Angel Aguilar at third base will hit third. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, Mariel Bautista. Ricardo Cespedes plays center field and hits fifth. The sixth hitter and left fielder, Joseph Monhay. Javier Betancourt is at second base. He will bat seventh. The designated hitter and eight hitter is Junior Santana. And rounding out the order, doing the catching behind home plate, Brian Gonzalez. So those are the starting lineups for the two teams here this evening. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for joining us on your Friday night. We hope your weekend is off to a great start. Let's do it. Baseball for the first time ever for the Ducks here in this ballpark. First pitch on the way from Anthony Rodriguez is a strike over the outside corner. We are underway at 7:05 p.m. Dustin Woodcock, the lefty hitter, getting things started for the Ducks. Here is the 0-1, and Woodcock smacks one on the ground to second base. Gobbled up there by Javier Betancourt. His throw to first is in time, and Woodcock retired for the first out of the ball game. A very, very comfortable evening for baseball tonight. Mostly cloudy overhead. But all the clouds are very high and thin, nothing really threatening here. There is a forecast for some potential rain tomorrow and Sunday. The wind blowing from left to right out towards the water in right, where a pair of Staten Island ferries are going across the river. First pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike by L.J. Mazzilli, 0-1. Of course, Staten Island famous for the ferry that connects itself from Staten Island to Manhattan, to lower Manhattan. 0-1. And Mazzilli, a line drive in right field. There's a base hit. Grabbed there by Mariel Bautista and fired back in. And L.J. Mazzilli, who began his professional career on this ballpark, on this field in this ballpark back in 2013, gets a base hit in his return to Staten Island. We'll have more on that later in the broadcast. This ballpark, in a lot of ways, has a similar feel to Bridgeport in that behind the outfield fence is the water. Of course, there, the Long Island Sound that connected Connecticut and Long Island. But there's a lot of traffic off in the distance, as it was in Bridgeport, which had the train going behind the outfield fence. Of course, the ferries going across the Long Island Sound and the highway out at the left. Alejandro De Aza takes a strike on the first pitch from Rodriguez, 0-1. Here, it is all water traffic behind the outfield fence, but a giant boat going across right now from left to right. You'll see that plenty, I'm sure, throughout the course of the game. Here is the 0-1. De Aza lays off a curveball from Rodriguez that misses down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. De Aza has been red hot of late. His average up to .344 on the year, and he's got 4 home runs to go along with 22 RBIs. Mazzilli takes his lead off at first. He's 3 for 3 in the stolen base department this year. Rodriguez gets the Sonic come set. And the 1-1. Fouled off to the third base side, upstairs and out of play. That'll move the count to 1-2. Light crowd on hand thus far. Most fans sitting in the first few rows of the seating bowl. A couple fans up in the luxury suites off to our left here. And as you can see, we're located on the upstairs level behind home plate. Suites off both to the first and third base side. Rodriguez set at the belt. Mazzilli leads at first. The 1-2. And De Aza takes a curveball just a bit high. Fred DeJesus, tonight's home plate umpire, calling balls and strikes. He's joined on the crew by Warren Nicholson, who is around at first base, and Mel Chetham, who across the diamond is tonight's third base umpire. So the count even at 2-2 here on De Aza. Sam Travis waits on deck for Long Island. Throw over to first to check on Mazzilli, who is back safely. FerryHawks in their home white uniforms. They've got white jersey tops, white pants, and a white cap with an orange bill and a powder blue back. Runner goes from first to 2-2, way outside, and Gonzalez makes the throw to second, but going in standing up with a stolen base is L.J. Mazzilli. So picked a good pitch to go on, way out of the zone from Rodriguez, and Mazzilli's got his 4th stolen base of the year. And now a full count on Alejandro De Aza. Some of the fans with some 2-strike claps for Anthony Rodriguez, who is making his 9th start of the year. Gets the Sonic come set. Here comes the 3-2. And De Aza lays off a curveball that misses high and outside, ball 4. So there's the first walk of the night for Ducks batter, and our first National Bank of LI walk to first tonight. Go first, go far. So De Aza walks. The Ducks now with 2 on, 1 out, and up steps the cleanup hitter and first baseman Sam Travis. The catcher Brian Gonzalez goes out to have a quick chat about the signs with Rodriguez and makes his way back behind the plate. Lights have not come on yet here. Again, mostly cloudy skies overhead, but the sun trying to peek through a little bit. So here is Sam Travis to the plate, who has been swinging a good bat of late. He hits from the right side. Rodriguez a long look in for the sign here from Brian Gonzalez, and Travis asks for time at home plate. Second baseman Javier Betancourt seemed to be a bit confused as to why time was called for. Now the left-hander is set. First pitch to Travis is a half swing and a breaking ball down and in, and it looks like he was able to hold up. So 1 ball and no strikes. And it looks like Rodriguez and Gonzalez having some trouble communicating with the signs here. The second baseman, Betancourt, also getting involved. Perhaps they're trying to make sure that Rodriguez is not tipping his pitches and changing up the signs a bit. Mazzilli and Betancourt having a bit of a chat out by second base. 1-0. Travis a smash foul on the ground down the left field line. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Travis on the year hitting .325 for the Ducks. He's got 6 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Mazzilli takes his lead off of second. De Aza does the same off first. Betancourt, the second baseman, shaded towards the middle here. The 1-1. Travis on the ground towards third base. Charging Aguilar. He fields his only plays at third. And he steps on the bag just before Mazzilli gets there. So 5 unassisted on the fielder's choice. Travis reaches first. And De Aza advances to second. So now with 2 outs, that'll leave it up to Davidson Romero. Well, good to see Davidson Romero back. He was reinstated to the active list today by the Long Island Ducks. Had missed the last 3 series for Long Island. This is his first action since Memorial Day, May 30th. First pitch he sees, misses downstairs for a ball, 1-0. So he has missed the last 9 games for Long Island and been away for the team away from the team, for personal reasons. But back in the lineup today, starting in his usual spot at third base. De Aza and Travis lead off second and first respectively. Here's the 1-0. Romero takes a fastball strike over the outside corner. And the count 1-1. He's hitting .265 on the year is Romero. He's tied with Sam Travis for the team lead in home runs with 6. And has driven in 17 runs on the year. One is cut on and missed. That pitch was a bit up and away. Romero goes after it, swings through. Wally Backman talked about the team struggling a bit with runners in scoring position this year. They're hitting .293 as a team, which isn't all that bad, but they have struggled with 2 outs and runners in scoring position this year. With 2 outs as a whole, they're hitting .271. Those numbers less when there are runners in scoring position. So De Aza leads from second and Travis from first. Rodriguez is 1-2. Romero lays off a curveball that misses down and inside. And that'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. .17 pitches thus far for Rodriguez, 10 for strikes. Trying to work around a single and a walk here in the opening inning. 2-2. Romero lays off the high fastball. And that'll run the count full at 3-2. So with 2 outs and the full count, runners will get the head start. Neither runner has particularly good speed. Very similar in that regard, just kind of average speed to below average. Runners go the 3-2. Romero fouls one off to the first base side of home plate, up into the sweet level, and back down below it goes. And ends up in the first few rows on the first base side of home plate. So we'll have another 3-2 from Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. And Romero takes inside for ball 4. Close pitch, looked like a changeup from Rodriguez, but missed the inside corner for ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Rodriguez. And we're celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. So, Long Island now with the bases loaded and 2 men down. That'll bring up Rusney Castillo to the plate for the flop, who has struggled in these situations this year. Just 1 for 8 with the bases loaded, but does have 3 RBIs. Let's see if he can come through here to give the Ducks the early lead. Gets the start in center field tonight after having the night off yesterday for the First pitch coming from Rodriguez to Castillo. Kicks and fires, and it's swung on and chopped on the ground to short. Charging in is the shortstop Reyes. His throw to first is in time. And after a 2-out walk on one pitch, Castillo goes after it and grounds out to short to end the inning. So Long Island comes up empty. 1 hit, 2 walks in the inning. They leave the bags full. And after a half inning of play, it is Long Island nothing and Staten Island coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, fans, as you saw twice in that top of the first inning, every time a Ducks batter walks this season, it is a First National Bank LI walk to first. For First National Bank LI is celebrating 95 years as Long Island's truly local bank. Explore their anniversary promotions and experience customer-first service for yourself. Visit fnbli.com. Well, the Ducks certainly had an opportunity to strike first against Anthony Rodriguez. They loaded up the bases with 2 outs in the inning. They had 2 on with 1 out as well, but ultimately come up empty as Rusney Castillo goes after the first pitch and grounds out to short. And now Stephen Tarpley will take the mound for the Ducks. For the first time on this field since all the way back on July 8th of 2014. He has twice pitched against Staten Island before, back when they were the Staten Island Yankees, but only once on this field, July 8th of 2014, when he was a member of Aberdeen in the Orioles organization. He pitched 1 game, started through 3 2/3 innings of 2-run ball. So, Tarpley is just about ready to go. The first batter that he will face is former New York Met, and that is Dilson Herrera, first baseman tonight for Staten Island. First pitch, and that is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Herrera signing this week with the FerryHawks, thus far 1 of 8 at the plate with a run scored and a walk. He has also struck out 4 times. Bats from the right side and wears number 11 for Staten Island, the 0-1. Chopped on the ground, high chopper behind the mound, first base side. Tarpley will field it and throw out Herrera at first for out number 1. Well, with the turf field here, which was put in throughout the course of the offseason and in time for first pitch of this 2022 season, you get the much higher hops than you would off of dirt or grass. That was a very, very high chopper off the bat of Herrera, but Tarpley stayed with it, made the play. 1 away, and here is Alfredo Reyes, the shortstop and 2-hitter from the right side. First pitch on the way from Tarpley. Fastball taken on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Reyes hitting just .188 this year for the FerryHawks. No homers and 2 runs batted in. .1. Fastball misses high. That was a key that Wally Backman talked about, was getting ahead with first pitch strikes. That's a big thing that when Tarpley has thrown the ball well this year, that has been a big reason why. It's been a bit up and down. This is his 4th start. 1-1. Bunted, and bunted foul behind the plate, 1-2. And when you look at his starts, he had 1 not so good one, 1 pretty good one, and 1 so-so. So against Staten Island on May 18th on Long Island, he allowed 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk in 2 2/3 innings, struck out 1, left the game early due to a blister. His next start after that was his best. We'll tell you about that after the 1-2. Pitch to Reyes, misses the inside corner, an off-speed pitch, 2-2. Through 5 innings, allowed just 2 runs, 1 earned on May 30th against Gastonia. And gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, but struck out 9, the most by a Ducks pitcher in a game this year. Unfortunately, didn't get run support as the Ducks lost the game 6-2. He took the loss that day. 2-2 is popped in the air to center, hit fairly well. Drifting over towards right center now is Castillo to make the catch. And Reyes retired for the second out of the inning. And most recently, he faced this FerryHawks team on Long Island back on Saturday and took the loss again as Long Island only managed 1 run in the 9th inning on a wild pitch. And he took the loss as Staten Island, with a 3-1 win, earned their first road win in franchise history. They had gone 0-16 to begin their history on the road before getting the win against Tarpley and the Ducks last Saturday. But Tarpley allowed 3 runs on 6 hits in 5 innings, walked 1, struck out 5. So not his best stuff, not his worst, but again did not get run support for a second straight start. First pitch fastball here from Tarpley, just off the inside corner for ball 1 to Angel Aguilar, who has been the offensive star for Staten Island this year. He comes in hitting .312, 6 homers and 24 runs batted in. One of only 2 players in this starting 9 that is hitting over .250 this year. Swing and a miss, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. So Tarpley's recorded the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the first on a ground out and a fly out. Here's his 1-1. Ripped back up the middle past Tarpley and into center field, a base hit. Tarpley fortunate that didn't hit him. That was a hard comebacker off the bat of Aguilar. And he schemed to skip out of the way of it, did Tarpley. So there is the first hit of the ball game for Staten Island, each team now with 1. 1 on with 2 out, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Mariel Bautista, to the plate. Aguilar not much of a stolen base threat over at first base. No steals this year. He has been caught 1 time. First pitch from Tarpley to Bautista is swung on and popped up in the air down the right field line, slicing foul. And out of play, nothing at 1. Into the seating bowl, all navy blue seats here at Community Park. One main seating bowl, which goes a little bit higher up as you go down the right field line, kind of one section that goes up and over the concourse, which dips down as you go down the line. Here is the 0-1, outside for a ball, 1-1. The dimensions of this ballpark are also very hitter-friendly. 318 feet down the line in right, 320 down the line in left, and only 390 to the wall in center. No higher walls, it's just the same height all around the ballpark, so very hitter-friendly as long as the wind is not blowing in stiffly off the water. That can make life very difficult. 1-1 popped up a mile in the air near home plate. Austin Rye sheds the mask, sheds the helmet, makes the catch a few feet behind the plate, and that will retire the side. So nothing doing for the FerryHawks in the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. We have played 1 here in Staten Island. Ducks and the FerryHawks are scoreless.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime. To the second we go. No score here on Staten Island. Ducks and the FerryHawks in the first game of a 3-game series. I see one of our fans on YouTube is asking if Manhattan is beyond right center field here. Well, it'll kind of set the scene because I know our scoreboard is kind of blocking your view a bit. If you look off to the left slightly, you might be able to make out a ship there. That is part of Bayonne, New Jersey, and one of the areas where they have a port for different ships to come in. Earlier today, a massive Royal Caribbean cruise ship made its way out from that port and out to sea. First pitch to Joe DiCarlo, misses outside for ball one from Anthony Rodriguez. And so as you scan from left to right, if you go a little bit further towards center field, right behind the left part of the batter's eye in straightaway center, right over that is the Statue of Liberty. You can't really see it, but we can see it here from the ballpark. Here DiCarlo lifts a fly ball to right, fairly well hit. Back goes Bautista, and he gets turned around a bit, but makes the catch right on the front edge of the warning track. So DiCarlo gave it a ride the opposite way, but is retired for the first out here in the second. And then if you keep going right straight behind the batter's eye in center field, that is Lower Manhattan. You've got the perfect view of the Freedom Tower, the Empire State Building, and all the buildings that make up the Manhattan skyline. A terrific view from this ballpark. And again, if you haven't made it out here, I highly recommend doing so. Not just for the view, it is a very nice ballpark, but the view is second to none in baseball. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0 on Austin Rye, the catcher and 8-hitter for the Ducks. And if you keep going from left to right, as you get more towards right center, you'll see the bridges over the East River, the Manhattan, the Williamsburg, and the Brooklyn bridges. Rye smacks one foul down the third base line, and the count even at 1-1. And of course, further to the right of that is Queens. And then even more to the right is Brooklyn. That is beyond foul territory along the right field side. And of course, Brooklyn connected to Staten Island by the Verrazano Bridge. If you can look all the way to the left side of your screen, to the left of the scoreboard out in left center, you might see kind of a white arc. 1-1 is grounded foul at the third base line for strike two. And that is one half of two white arcs, which make up the Staten Island September 11th Memorial, which is just beyond the left center field fence overlooking the water. If you stand right at the back of it and peer through, you could see right to the Freedom Tower, where, of course, the World Trade Center Twin Towers once stood. 1-2, fastball misses upstairs to Rye, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But a beautiful view of New York and New Jersey from here, the Lower Manhattan skyline. And, of course, the water. This is kind of the New York Bay that connects the East River and the Hudson River and the Atlantic Ocean. Pitch misses way outside. That'll run the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fans will see many boats making their way across, but mainly the big draw, of course, is the Staten Island Ferry, big commuter ferry that takes people from Staten Island to New York City. 3-2 popped up in the air, left side of the infield, racing down from short Alfredo Reyes to make the catch. So Austin Rye's retired on the pop-up to short. He came in hitting .261 with a homer and 18 RBIs. 2 down in the inning. That'll leave it up to the shortstop, Devin Marrero. Lights have come on here at Community Park. Not LED lighting. They still have the light bulbs up at the top of the light towers, but 4 out beyond the outfield fence and on the first and third base sides down the lines as well. Chopped on the ground, foul here by Devin Marrero to the third base side for strike 1. Marrero, the shortstop and 9-hitter, the hero last night, with a walk-off RBI single up the middle in the 9th inning that scored Rye with the game-winning run. Gave the Ducks a 6-5 win over the Revolution. Back-to-back 6-5 waddle-off wins for the Ducks. 0-1 is down and in. That'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Marrero has been swinging a terrific bat of late. Several Ducks have been really hitting the ball well of late. Curveball is low and outside, and that'll move the count to 2-1. Base is empty, 2 down. Rodriguez kicks and comes home. Marrero swings and pops it foul. First base side out of play. And the count 2-2. Again, Rodriguez has struggled this year, 1-2 with an 8.07 ERA through his 8 starts this season. Has given up a lot of hits, 46 and 32 in the third innings coming into tonight. And here's a potential other one. Line drive off the glove of Rodriguez, recovers, throws to first, and he gets the out. Terrific play by Rodriguez to stay with that ball and get the out. That was a rocket off the bat of Marrero, but Rodriguez got the glove up to knock it down and was able to make the play behind the mound for the final out of the inning. So the Ducks go in order here in the top of the second. We'll make our way to the bottom of inning 2. Still no score.
Hey fans, this is first baseman Sam Travis, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. On to the bottom of the second we go. No score between the Ducks and the FerryHawks. The Ducks 2022 season is presented by Catholic Health. Visit them online at chsli.org. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. So we head to the bottom of the second inning, and here is Ricardo Cespedes to lead things off. That'll be Cespedes, Monhay, and Betancourt, 5, 6, and 7 in the order. For Staten Island against lefty Stephen Tarpley, who worked around a 2-out single in the first to hang up a 0. First pitch fastball misses the inside corner, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Cespedes hitting .236 on the year, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs for the FerryHawks. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Late on the offering from Tarpley, who took a little something off of it and counted 1-1. 8,500 the capacity here at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. One. Cespedes tries to bunt his way aboard and fouls it off at the plate. So that'll move the count to 1-2. Thus far, FerryHawks averaging just over 1,000 fans per game. And this their inaugural season of play here in the Atlantic League. Many of the fans already sporting those special T-shirts that were handed out tonight, which feature the official Battle of the Belt logo. They're orange T-shirts, so it kind of looks like there's a lot of Ducks fans in attendance today since the Ducks are wearing orange, but FerryHawks giving out those T-shirts. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Tarpley for strike 3. First K of the night for the left-hander. And there's one away in the bottom of the second. And it's a bit of a unique T-shirt design. It doesn't have the logo across the chest or on the front left chest like you see many T-shirts. It's actually right around the waist. So it looks like a wrestling-style championship belt. And that was part of the reason why the name Battle of the Belt was given to this rivalry, not only because of the Belt Parkway, which connects Brooklyn, Queens, and before it becomes the Southern State Parkway, Long Island, as well as to the Verrazano Bridge and into Staten Island, but also because they are playing the two teams for a wrestling-style championship belt, which will be the sort of trophy that the teams will have, kind of like the Ferry Cup was for the Ducks and the Bluefish. 0-1, breaking ball down and in, 1-1. Ducks out to a good start in their pursuit of the belt. They have won 5 of the first 6 games against the FerryHawks, all on Long Island. taking all 3 games May 17th through the 19th and taking 2 out of 3 last weekend. Tarpley's 1-1. Half swing by Monhay on a pitch down and in. Warren Nicholson, the first base umpire, says he did not go. 2-1. Monhay is hitting 169, no homers, and 7 runs batted in. Tarpley gets the signing, comes set. He's working out of the stretch. 2-1. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. And that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fireworks after the game here tomorrow, which should be a great sight to enjoy post-game fireworks while the New York City skyline sits off in the distance. 2-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Nasty curveball there from Stephen Tarpley, his second strikeout in a row. 2 away here in the second. And if you don't have plans yet for the 4th of July, it might not be a bad idea to make your way here to watch the Ducks battle the FerryHawks. That game slated to start at 6 o'clock that night. And of course, on July 4th, they always put off the big famous fireworks spectacular over New York City over the East River. Probably can get a nice little vantage point from this ballpark to see the fireworks. Fastball is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Not positive if the FerryHawks will also be doing fireworks that night, but Ducks will be here July 4th and 5th, and then the FerryHawks will make their way to Long Island July 6th and 7th. 4-game home and home between the two teams. Ground ball back to the mound here. Fielded on a big hop by Tarpley. He'll flip it over to first to retire Betancourt. That'll retire the side here in the second. So a 1-2-3 inning, 2 strikeouts and a ground out induced by Tarpley, and that is a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/efficiency. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Hey fan, this is pitcher Anderson De Leon, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pseglyny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime. We make our way to the third. The Long Island Ducks and the Staten Island FerryHawks scoreless through the first 2 innings of tonight's game. Each team with a base hit thus far. Ducks have also drawn a pair of walks. As we head to the third, Dustin Woodcock will make his second appearance at the plate tonight. Started the ball game off with a ground out to second base. Thus far, so good for Anthony Rodriguez. 2 scoreless innings for the southpaw. First pitch here, and it misses the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Woodcock came in hitting .333 with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs. This one rocketed to right center field on the run Bautista. He won't get there. It lands for a base hit. Bautista does do a good job, though, of cutting it off to hold Woodcock to a single. But the Ducks have their second hit of the game as Woodcock now 1 for 2. And they get the leadoff man aboard for the first time tonight. So 1 on, nobody out. Here's L.J. Mazzilli to the plate. Woodcock has some speed. 8 steals this year. He has been caught just 3 times. Held on at first by Dilson Herrera, and a quick throw over by Rodriguez keeps Woodcock close. Mazzilli had the first hit of the night for the Ducks with a single to right back in the opening inning. First pitch from Rodriguez, and that fastball misses high. So the count 1-0. Mazzilli came in hitting .224 with 2 homers and 13 runs batted in. As a throw over to first, Woodcock almost got caught leaning, but was just able to make it back. He had leaned towards second base when Rodriguez kicked his leg and threw over, and Woodcock just got back in time. So fortunate for the Ducks there. Another quick throw over, this time skipped in the turf to first base, but nothing doing. Ducks winners of 7 of their last 9 games coming in. They have bounced back nicely since the 4-game Memorial Day weekend sweep at the hands of the Honey Hunters. 1-0 fastballs way upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. They went down to Gastonia, took all 3 games from the Honey Hunters. Following that sweep, came back to Long Island, took 2 out of 3 from the FerryHawks last weekend, then took 2 out of 3 from the Revolution in 3 straight 6-5 games on Long Island during the week. 2-0, that drops in for a strike over the outside corner to Mazzilli. And the count 2-1. We'll see how far Rodriguez goes tonight. Distance has been a problem for him this year. Only once has he been able to complete 5 innings. And that was on May 30th against the High Point Rockers. He went exactly 5. 2-1, runner goes. Mazzilli hits a ground ball to third base. That'll keep the Ducks. No, it won't keep the Ducks out of the double play. Mazzilli's just able to beat it out at first base. So all sorts of wildness happening there. Woodcock went for second base. It looked like he broke right away, but I think he might have stopped. And then the ground ball was hit, so he wasn't running fully on contact. That's why when he was running, I thought it was going to keep the Ducks out of the double play. Instead, at least Mazzilli was able to beat out the throw to first just barely. So it'll go down as a 5-4 fielder's choice. Mazzilli trades places with Woodcock. Looking at a replay, yes, Woodcock started to go, then stopped about a quarter of the way to second, and then started again when the ball was hit. De Aza takes the pitch low and outside for ball 1. And him stopping, of course, hurt the Ducks. They would have had a runner at second with 1 out, assuming that the throw was made across the diamond by Aguilar, who does have 11 errors this year. Throw over, and Mazzilli's back. Mazzilli is now 4 for 4 in the stolen base department this year. He stole second easily back in inning number 1. Rodriguez comes set. Quick throw over to first. And Mazzilli is back there safely. We talked about the struggles that Rodriguez has had against the Ducks this year. May 18th at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, he allowed 6 runs, 5 earned on 7 hits and 2 walks in 3 innings. That was the first time he faced the Ducks. 1-0. Popped up foul down the left field line out of play. And that'll even things up at 1-1. And then his most recent start last Sunday came at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Took the loss in the Ducks' 9-2 win. In the rubber game of the 3-game set, he allowed 10 hits and 3 walks over 3 1/3 innings and gave up 7 runs. He has yet to strike out a Ducks batter this year. No strikeouts in either of those 2 starts, none thus far tonight. 1-1 to De Aza. They swung on and ripped to second, caught the throw to first in time, double play, side retired. Well, the Ducks have had issues this year hitting into double plays, especially with 1 out in the inning to end the frame. And there, a tough break for De Aza. Hit the ball right on the button, but right at the second baseman, Betancourt, who was able to double off Mazzilli at first. So for the Ducks, no runs, 1 hit because of the twin killing, nobody left. To the bottom of the 3rd we go, still scoreless.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, fans, the Long Island Ducks have teamed up with Island Federal Credit Union this season to hit home runs for hunger. Every time a Ducks player hits a home run at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, Island Federal will donate $100 to Long Island Cares in an effort to help improve food security for families on Long Island. Island Federal Credit Union, catch the wave to better banking. Thus far, the Long Island Ducks have hit a total of 13 home runs in their home ballpark this season. So $1,300. A donation to this point. Meanwhile, the FerryHawks come back up to the plate. Staten Island, to this point, has not given up any runs despite allowing a couple of hits and a couple of walks. First pitch from Stephen Tarpley to Junior Santana is grounded through the open hole on the right side for a base hit. The second baseman, Joe DiCarlo, was shifted towards the middle of the infield, so an opposite field single for Santana, just his 5th hit in 27 at-bats thus far for the FerryHawks. So there is Staten Island's second hit of the game, and that will bring up the catcher Brian Gonzalez to the plate. Staten Island as a team this year has struggled offensively. A league worst .218 batting average coming into play today. First pitch. Fastball strike outside corner from Tarpley. 0-1 on Gonzalez, who's hitting .278, 5 for 18 at the plate. No homers and a run batted in. .0-1. Swing and a miss. And Tarpley quickly ahead at 0-2. Staten Island has actually hit better as a team on the road than they have at home. .222 on the road, but they are hitting just .214 at home. The big difference, though, has been their pitching staff. They have a 4.12 ERA at home, but they have a 4.70 ERA on the road. And Staten Island 3-18 away from their home ballpark, Community Park, while they are 9-12 at home. Tarpley's 0-2 on the way to Gonzalez, a righty hitter. He takes a breaking ball down and in. And I believe that hit him on the foot. Yes, it did. So not what Tarpley wanted to do there, ahead in the count at 0-2. But Gonzalez hit by a pitch for the second time this year. Just the second batter that Tarpley has hit with a pitch this year. And Staten Island with 2 on and nobody out to begin this third inning. First pitch on the way here is a curveball taken for a strike in the outside corner by Dilson Herrera. And so the count goes to 0-1. Seems like there might be a cross-up here between Tarpley and Rye. So Austin Rye is going to make his way out to the mound, have a quick chat with Tarpley, make sure the two of them are on the same page. Many Met fans, who I'm sure are also Ducks fans, will remember Dilson Herrera. He played a combined 49 games with the Mets in 2014 and 15. And with the team, hit .215 with 6 home runs and 17 RBIs. Scored 13 runs. Went on to play parts of 2 other seasons in the big leagues. 0-1. On the ground towards third base. Romero will field. He'll go to second for 1. The turn to first, and it's in time. Nicely turned around the horn. 5-4-3 double play off the bat of Dilson Herrera. Just what the doctor ordered for Tarpley. And just like that, 2 down and a runner at third for Alfredo Reyes. Ducks, of course, having Davidson Romero back at third base. But they also have Joe DiCarlo starting his first game at second base this year tonight. He had been playing infield in recent seasons. Had primarily been behind the plate for the Ducks earlier this year, but the acquisition of Austin Rye has allowed DiCarlo to return to the infield. Reyes swings first pitch, chops this one foul up the first base line, the count 0-1. Going back to Herrera, he played 53 games with the Cincinnati Reds in 2018 and 3 games with the Orioles in 2020. Second baseman Joe DiCarlo shaded towards the middle of the infield here for Reyes, who fly to center his first time up. 0-1. Taken for a strike. Good fastball over the inner half of the plate from Tarpley. And quickly 0-2 on Reyes. No score, bottom of the third inning. Each team with a pair of hits thus far. Tarpley trying to get through his third scoreless inning of work after allowing the first 2 to reach here in inning number 3. And his 0-2. Breaking ball misses downstairs. Reyes able to hold up. And so now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Piazza shifted towards right center out in center field. Tarpley gets the sign, his 1-2 pitch. Reyes fouls one back to the backstop behind home plate. We'll do it once again. 6 o'clock start time tomorrow, after tonight's game started at 7:05. And then a 4 o'clock start on Sunday afternoon. Ducks will then enjoy a day off on Monday before they open a 3-game series down in North Carolina against the High Point Rockers. They'll play Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night before they come back to Long Island for a season-long 10-game homestand. 1-2. Down in the turf, blocked there by Rye. Nicely done by the Ducks catcher, especially with the runner at third in Junior Santana. Santana looks quite a bit different than the rest of his teammates, who are all wearing dark batting helmets, while Santana has a bright orange one with the powder blue ear coverings. So distinguishes himself from the rest of the group. 2-2. On the ground, foul down the left field line. Reyes having a good at bat here against Tarpley, battling to stay alive at the plate. Tarpley to this point has thrown 36 pitches, but a lot of strikes. 26 of his 36 pitches for strikes thus far. Meanwhile, Rodriguez has 43 pitches through his first 3 innings, 24 for strikes. So not quite as strong in the ball to strike ratio, but ultimately a 0 in the run department. Another 2-2 coming here from Tarpley to Reyes. Left-hander set at the belt, fires home. Reyes a swing and another foul ball back behind the plate. I mentioned before, this is not Tarpley's first time pitching on this field. July 8th, 2014 with Aberdeen in the Orioles organization. He made a start here. His 4th start of that season. He threw 3 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 4 and struck out 4, and took a no decision for the Aberdeen Ironbirds, formerly of the New York Penn League. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Tarpley ends up winning the battle with Reyes on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And he is able to get out of trouble here in the 3rd. Nicely done by Tarpley, his 3rd strikeout of the night. No runs, 1 hit, a hit batter, 1 left on for Staten Island. To the 4th we go. Ducks and the FerryHawks all knotted up at 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Akil Morris, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
To the fourth inning we go. The Long Island Ducks, Staten Island FerryHawks scoreless. And it's time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Nick Batari remains out on the disabled list for Long Island. He is dealing with lower body stiffness and also out both with upper body injuries on the pitching staff are Brady Feigl and Bennett Perry. They also are on the disabled list for Long Island. So we go to the fourth inning. It will be Sam Travis leading things off for the Ducks against the lefty Anthony Rodriguez. First pitch of the inning on the way to the plate, and Travis takes low and outside for ball one. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by my colleague Mike Moore, who has made the journey out here to Staten Island to get a first look, not only at the borough of Staten Island, but a first look at this ballpark. First impressions, Mike.
It's really a beautiful ballpark, Michael, and you can see the New York City skyline outside center field. It's really terrific.
Had a lovely drive in here to Staten Island. And the Ducks and the FerryHawks meeting for the first time ever in this ballpark. Of course, the first time the Ducks are playing on this field at All Turf Field. They'll actually play on this turf 6 games on this road trip because, of course, down in High Point, they have an All Turf Field as well. 1-1. Travis a half swing. The pitch a called strike anyway. Good curveball, 1-2.
Sam Travis continues to swing a very hot bat for the Long Island Ducks. Grand slam home run during the homestand and leading the team in runs batted in. He's in the zone.
1-2 here is chopped foul. Had a 3-hit, 4 RBI game in the series finale yesterday. Had a pair of hits, 2 RBIs and a run on Wednesday night. And all that followed a tough 0-for-5 series opener against the Revolution. But you can tell when he's swinging the bat well, the Ducks are usually doing pretty well. 0-for-5 in the opener. They lost that game. 2 big multi-hit games, multi-RBI games as well. And the Ducks won both. 1-2 is smacked foul back to the screen behind home plate. He grounded into a 5 unassisted fielder's choice his first time up back in the opening inning.
And he loves seeing Staten Island on the schedule, Michael. He has 11 hits and 24 at-bats entering this game. 3 extra base hits, a double, a home run, and 11 RBIs.
That's what you want to see from your cleanup hitter. That's good production from him, and certainly it was tough for him and for the Ducks when he missed those 9 games. Here he grounds one to the right side. That's going to get through for a base hit. The second baseman, Betancourt, was shaded up the middle. So Travis has his first hit of the night for the Ducks, their third base hit of the ball game.
And that's just a good piece of hitting by Sam Travis, taking the pitch the other way and picking up the leadoff single. He continues some very good success offensively against the FerryHawks this season.
So the Ducks have put the leadoff man on for the second inning in a row. Long Island has had base runners again tonight. They had 2 on, 1 out in the first, eventually loaded the bases with 2 outs, but came up empty. Put the leadoff man on in the third, but a fielder's choice and a double play ended that threat. Here's Davidson Romero, who walked his first time up. He takes low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Romero back in the lineup after he missed 9 games, with leaving the team for personal reasons, but back here with the flock and ready to resume what had been a good season to this point. 1-0 is popped up foul first base side. That'll drift out of play.
And it just makes this Ducks lineup so much more potent with Wally Beckman being able to pencil in Davidson Romero right behind Sam Travis. I'm sure the FerryHawks know the numbers in terms of how they're going to pitch to Travis, but right behind him, a pretty good power hitter in Romero as well. It's a great 1-2 punch in the middle of the lineup.
Swings and misses here at a 1-1 that was tailing down and away. So that'll move the count to 1-2. And I think the common theme when talking to the players on the Ducks and their coaching staff as well has been this team is too talented to be where they're at. They're not a 500 ball club with the talent they have on their team. They just haven't been able to piece it all together. But of late, they have certainly been playing well. As we mentioned, 7 wins in their last 9 games after a 4-game sweep at the hands of Gastonia. Here Romero pops one up in the air first base side, giving chase Herrera, but this will land about 4 rows back into the crowd. We'll do it again at 1-2. So that's the kind of response you like to see from the Ducks after without question, what was their most difficult series of the year. The Memorial Day weekend wraparound at home, losing all 4 games to admittedly a very good Gastonia team, which is back in first place in the South Division. But to go back then down there, have to play them 3 more times and winning all 3, that's what you love to see. And they followed it up with back-to-back series wins at home against 2 division foes, Staten Island and York. 1-2. Romero, a half swing at a breaking ball down and in. He went around strike 3. So a good curveball from Rodriguez. That seems to have been his best pitch, and that's Rodriguez's first strikeout against the Ducks this year.
And that was just a nasty breaking ball to Romero. He tried to hold up on the swing, but went a little too far.
So it took 9 1/3 innings before Rodriguez picked up his first K against Long Island, and Romero is the victim. 1 away, 1 on. Here is Rusney Castillo to the plate. Center fielder and 6-hitter from the right side. Takes the first pitch this time. It's a fastball strike in the outside corner, 0-1. He did not take the first pitch his first time up. With the bases loaded, 2 out after Romero drew a walk, went after the first offering from Rodriguez and promptly grounded out to short to end the inning and leave 3 on. The 0-1. And he takes a fastball that nips the outside corner for strike 2.
And Michael, just going back to the point you were talking about with the Ducks, you know, they had I believe a 10-game losing streak on the road, but, you know, they salvaged the series finale against Southern Maryland and then sweep Gastonia, so they're on a 4-game winning streak away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
Fastball here, and that's on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Castillo didn't like it, but all of a sudden back-to-back strikeouts for Anthony Rodriguez. And Romero and Castillo have been retired after the single by Travis, who remains at first, 2 away.
That was a tough at-bat for Castillo. He fell behind early in the count, and once again, Rodriguez, who was ahead like he did in the at-bat versus Romero, went to the curveball to strike out Castillo.
Ducks have had winning records on the road in both of Wally Backman's seasons at the helm, managing the Long Island Ducks, but this year they are just 7-11 away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark, still very early. And a chance to improve that record here with a 6-game trip, including 3 against Staten Island. First pitch here misses inside and low for ball 1 to Joe DiCarlo, the Ducks' second baseman, who drove one deep to right back in the second, bidding for his first homer of the year, but caught on the edge of the warning track by Mariel Bautista. DiCarlo last night for the Ducks was 1 for 4 at the plate with his 10th double of the year. 1-0, and he takes down to the turf, blocked by Gonzalez. And now DiCarlo ahead at 2 balls and no strikes. Rodriguez, a 6'1", 195-pound left-hander. He is 21 years old out of Miramar, 24 years old out of Miramar, Florida. Ground ball to the left side here. Angel Aguilar, the third baseman, will go the short way to second for the Force. And that will retire this side here in the 4th. Well, Anthony Rodriguez looking nothing like the pitcher who Long Island saw in both starts at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. 4 scoreless innings thus far for the lefty. No runs a hit, 1 man left to the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless between the Ducks and the FerryHawks.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Johnny Turble, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night while my husband was sleeping, he shouted, "Baby, I want more." And I said, "What more could you want? You got me." And he said, "I was dreaming about a new house." So we went online to First National Bank of Long Island and applied for a mortgage. Best night of my life.
With competitive mortgage rates and flexible solutions, First National is the local bank that always puts you first. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island. Member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club, presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up between Long Island and Staten Island in the opener of this 3-game weekend set at one of New York City's 5 boroughs. Sun setting off to our west. A beautiful night for baseball in the series opener. Certainly, I think, might be the best weather night of this series. They're expecting potential for some showers or storms the next 2 days, but tonight couldn't ask for better baseball weather, Mike.
Absolutely. You start to get the feel that summer is finally here after we had a pretty rough month of May, but you know, the unofficial start to the summer is when Memorial Day hits, here in the Northeast, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous night for baseball here this evening in Staten Island.
Game time temperatures in the low to mid 70s and clear skies, albeit a little bit cloudy, but certainly nothing threatening tonight. And off in the distance, some bit of cotton candy color with the clouds mixing with the sunset over the New York City skyline. Couldn't ask for a better view. So here we go, bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Angel Aguilar is a breaking ball strike from Stephen Tarpley. 0-1. No score between the two teams through the first 3.5 innings of this game. Good pitchers duel going thus far between the southpaws, Stephen Tarpley and Anthony Rodriguez. 0-1. And that misses down and in to even up the count at 1-1 Aguilar picked up a base hit to center field with 2 outs in the first, but was stranded at first base. Tarpley comes set at the belt. And his 1-1 pitch is chopped into the turf foul. 1-2 now on the FerryHawks third baseman.
Stephen Tarpley, one of those players, if you ask a trivia question, could be a pitcher in the big leagues that could say that he pitched for both the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Yeah. Not many of those players, but he's one of them.
I feel like there have been more that have been popping up in recent memory, Tarpley being one of them, but certainly not a long list for sure. Here a swing and a miss for strike 3. Good breaking ball from Tarpley, and the tag applied by Austin Rye. That's strikeout number 4 on the night for the Ducks left-hander. One away here in the fourth inning.
And both Tarpley and Rodriguez have really impressed with their off-speed pitches early on in this game, fooling both the oppositions at the plate, having them way out in front. That's a great pitch from Tarpley to start the inning.
No question their curveballs have been their best pitches tonight. And again, Rodriguez has looked much better than he has in either of his 2 games that he pitched against the Ducks on the road. First pitch here to Mariel Bautista is a fastball swung on and missed for strike number 1. Tarpley to this point for Long Island has thrown 43 pitches, 32 strikes. Rodriguez a bit higher, 60 pitches, 37 of them for strikes. Bautista pumped that foul to the catcher his first time up here. He smacks one deep but foul down the right field line, bidding for those new Empire outlets that were erected in recent years behind the first base stands here at Community Park. Mike and I had a chance to walk over there and check them out today. A lot of different outlet stores, eateries, things like that. We might have to make another trip there and enjoy some food. 0-2 fastball misses upstairs. I think that beeping was a ferry boat making its way out. We've heard that a few times here today and thought, uh-oh, what's going on? I think it's a ferry boat making its way out from the pier here behind the right field wall towards Manhattan. 1-2, and Bautista swing and a miss, strike 3, got him to chase the breaking ball downstairs. Rye applies the tag, back-to-back Ks, and 3 in a row actually now for Tarpley, who's got 5 on the night.
And that was almost the same plan of attack for Tarpley against Bautista that he had versus Aguilar, getting ahead in the count early and then going to that breaking ball out of the zone, and both batters chased. Tarpley's in a very nice pitching groove right now.
Certainly is, for sure. Has done a good job to this point. Gonna scatter just 2 singles and a hit batter over his first 3 2/3 innings. Here's Ricardo Cespedes to the plate as he bats from the left side. Strikeout victim his first time up, and takes a fastball inside for ball 1. You know, we talked a lot about the field looking great, and of course different things coming up in the area, but New York City Economic Development Corporation investing a lot of money in stadium upgrades and planning on having lots of events on this field, not just FerryHawks baseball as the pitch misses inside. They're talking a lot about having concerts here, rugby, soccer games, of course, FerryHawks games as well. A big reason why the turf field was installed during the offseason. So the city backing this Staten Island baseball group, Staten Island Entertainment, to get baseball back here after the Yankees lost their affiliation in 2020. Tarpley misses upstairs, a rare 3-0 count here for Stephen Tarpley. But really have done a nice job with this ballpark, which has seen baseball again for the first time since 2019. Lots of local and youth events being played here as well, in addition to the Staten Island FerryHawks. 3-0. And Tarpley misses high and inside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch, 2-out walk issued to Cespedes. First walk of the night for Tarpley and just his 5th walk allowed this year. So a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Joseph Monhay.
And Michael, you talk about the transition from the dirt to the artificial turf here at this ballpark, and we were down on the field during batting practice for the Ducks, and Wally Back was hitting fungos, and the infielders were throwing the ball back to him, and it bounced right up to him, and it's amazing the difference and the adjustments the infielders have to make with the speed of the ball coming at them on a turf field.
First pitch here is outside for ball 1. I think is a positive and a negative. The negative, of course, being the ball comes at you a lot quicker. It doesn't really die in the grass or the dirt. But at the same time, you get much truer hops. Everything is kind of level. There's no sort of potential that it might hit the lip of the grass and skip by you. There's no potential that it hits the dirt and just kind of lays there with a thud or has a high bounce if it's kind of a very bouncy dirt. Everything is much truer in terms of the hops for the infielders. 1-0. And Tarpley misses again. That's 6 straight out of the strike zone for the lefty, who's been throwing almost nothing but strikes here tonight. He's behind on Monhay, who he struck out looking back in the second. 2 balls and no strikes.
And a lot of fields are trending into this direction, so the teams go to these new stadiums and they adjust pretty quickly.
Runner goes from first. 2-0 is taken for a strike. The throw down to second base, and it is on the money. Good throw by Austin Rye, and Joe DiCarlo applies the tag. So Ricardo Cespedes caught stealing for the second time this year. 2-4 on the putout, and that'll retire the side here in the 4th. No runs, no hits, a walk, but because of the caught stealing, nobody left on base for Staten Island. 4 innings in the books. We've got a pitcher's duel brewing. Ducks and the FerryHawks remain scoreless.
Hey fans, this is Scott Harkin, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
All right, we head to the 5th inning here in Staten Island. The Ducks and the FerryHawks are scoreless as the Battle of the Belt continues, but for the first time, the series will shift to Staten Island. Game 7 of the year between these two teams, and as we hit the 5th inning, it is time for my favorite part of the game, and Mike Moore's favorite part as well, and that is 5th inning trivia. And my favorite part, because when I'm on the air, I can ask the question. Mike's favorite part, because he loves to cheat when it comes to 5th inning trivia. Austin Rye will lead things off for the Ducks. He swings first pitch. It's a ground ball to the left side. Grabbed by third baseman Angel Aguilar and throws to first for the out. So on one pitch, Rye retired. Second time tonight he's been retired, 1 away. Now, last weekend I was on the air calling games against the same FerryHawks team. I asked several very, very difficult questions. Really a couple that were difficult. One was a little bit easier, so I don't think Mike had any malfeasance in that regard. But the other 2 certainly were much tougher, and yet Mike knew the answers right away, had no issue coming up with them. I think it would have taken a genius and baseball savant, which I'm not saying Mike isn't, but I'm not quite sure he's that much of a savant that he would know it. So I'm not going to label him as a dirty cheater, but, you know, the actions speak for themselves. Breaking ball down and away, 2-0. So with that in mind, Mike already knows the question and the answer to our trivia today. We had to get that out of the way, and I had to stare at him to make sure he didn't cheat. He did not cheat. and it took him a long time before he finally got the correct answer. So that further confirms my suspicions about you. Your thoughts?
How about I'm just a wealth of baseball knowledge?
You are, without question, a wealth of baseball knowledge, but you are also somebody who likes to sometimes bend the rules a little bit, I'll say. 3-0 to Marrero, way outside, ball 4. So there is a 1-out walk for the Ducks, their third walk of the night, as Marrero gets aboard for the first time, and it's a First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. So now that I have made Mike feel terrible off to my right, which I apologize, Mike's a great guy, I love having him in the booth, and he really is a wealth of baseball knowledge. But let's get to trivia. So it was on this field almost 9 years ago to the day, June 17th of 2013, that L.J. Mazzilli made his professional debut. Back then, he was a Mets draft pick and made his debut with the Brooklyn Cyclones. First pitch to Dustin Woodcock here, a strike, 0-1. And with the Cyclones, they, of course, opened their season against the Staten Island Yankees on this field. That day, Staten Island won the game 2-1, scoring 2 runs in the second. Brooklyn scored a run in the 7th, but could not pull even. All that is fairly irrelevant. Our question to you comes momentarily after this 0-1 pitch. Well, now we'll tell you. Mazzilli went 2 for 4 in the game, but our question to you, who picked up the save that day for Staten Island, and who pitched the final inning for Brooklyn in that game? Throw over to first, back safely Marrero. We asked you that question, and we'll give you a hint. Both players are current members of the Long Island Ducks. So, who picked up the save for Staten Island, and who pitched the final inning for Brooklyn on this day, on June 17th, 2013, which was L.J. Mazzilli's professional debut, and it happened on this field. 0-1, drops in for a strike to Woodcock, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Woodcock 1 for 2 in the game with a ground out to second and a single to right.
In my defense, Michael.
Oh, here we go.
When you asked those trivia questions last week when you were on the air, Howard Kaplan, who is the line score operator at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, witnessed that I did not research through my computer any of those answers.
Breaking ball is outside 1-2. Well, there's a reason why he didn't witness that. I'm sure that was the time when nature called. You had to go and relieve yourself, and just so happened to look at your phone in the bathroom and do a little research. So, of course, he would defend you that you didn't look. 1-2 down in the turf. Good eye by Woodcock. 2-2.
I will say that is a great question that you came up with tonight. Really, really impressive, being that we are here tonight in Staten Island.
It really is funny when you look at baseball and you kind of look at past box scores, things that happened years, decades ago, and how it kind of comes full circle that now, of course, Mazzilli teammates with both of those players. 2-2 is outside. Good eye by Woodcock. He's run the count from 0-2 to 3-2. And we asked Mazzilli, we asked Wally Backman before the game, does this kind of bring back some memories from your time managing and playing in the New York Penn League? They both said, yeah, it was an interesting time for sure. Mazzilli at the beginning of his career, Wally Backman managing for the Brooklyn Cyclones in 2010, managed the All-Star game in the New York Penn League that year. So certainly was exciting times for both of them at different points in their career, of course.
And like the rivalry that was between Brooklyn and Staten Island in the New York Penn League, it's really great to see now a New York State rivalry here that is beginning between Long Island and Staten Island.
3-2 outside ball 4. That's a great at bat by Dustin Woodcock. Fell behind 0-2, finds a way to work out the walk. That's his 12th walk of the year. Back-to-back one-out free passes issued by Anthony Rodriguez. And another First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. If I'm not mistaken, I believe those two teams played for the Governor's Cup. I think that was what the rivalry was between Brooklyn and Staten Island, when, of course, they were both in the New York Penn League. But I had a chance to see a doubleheader between those two teams on this field once before, and they certainly were well-attended rivalries. Of course, fans of both teams making their way across the Verrazano Bridge to see that. Not far at all. I think without traffic, you could probably get from one ballpark to the other in maybe 20 minutes. But, of course, that never happens because there is always traffic over the Verrazano or on the Belt.
We survived today, Michael, when we made the trip from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. We hit a little bump in the road like everyone does around JFK Airport and then right before the Verrazano Bridge, but we made it.
It's a Friday. People go away for the weekend. I get it. A little bit of construction, which the Belt Parkway always seems to have construction, of course. But overall, we made it pretty good time. I think it took us, maybe an hour and a half
About
or so?
Yep.
From ballpark to ballpark. So
it was great company, though. It's better than driving by myself.
That is for sure. That is very much true. And we enjoyed a nice little lunch at a place called Duffy's here on Staten Island, which we had heard about before the season. Apparently, the best burger in Staten Island. I think both of us can say the burgers we had were top notch.
Absolutely.
So nice pregame spot if any fans make their way out. But there's a bunch of eateries, again, as we mentioned, right next to the ballpark. And couldn't ask for a better view here, too, as the sun sets over New York City. So the Ducks in business, 2 on, 1 out, top of the 5th. LJ Mazzilli to the plate, the subject of our trivia question tonight, and takes the pitch low for a ball, 1-0. Again, Mazzilli had 2 hits in his first professional game on this field. Both of those hits were singles. And now in his 3rd season here with the Long Island Ducks. 1 for 2 on the night, singled his first time up. 1-0. High fly ball in the air to right, well struck. Back goes Mariel Bautista to the warning track, makes the catch. Tagging from second, Marrero. He will make his way to third, sliding in there safely. Second time tonight, a Duck has hit the ball to the warning track at right, but Bautista makes the grab, and that's out number 2.
Bit of a circuitous route there on the part of Bautista in right field, going back and then right in front of the wall, making the catch. As you said, Michael, another at bat where the Ducks are testing somewhat of a short porch in right field, 318 feet from home plate, and Bautista almost crashed into the wall. It was a nice play. Heads up base running by Marrero, advancing to third. Now runners at the corners with 2 down.
Yeah, both times the ball's been hit to right. He has had some trouble with it, but both times he has come up with the catch. So now here's Alejandro De Aza with runners at the corners. First pitch he takes, and it's on the inside corner, a fastball strike, 0-1. De Aza has walked and lined into an inning-ending double play in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. Hit the ball right on the button back in the 3rd with 1 on and 1 out. But right at the second baseman, Betancourt, who was able to double off Woodcock at first, or excuse me, double off Mazzilli at first. Quick throw over to first to check on Woodcock. We'll see if he tries to take off. Again, he's got 8 steals and 11 attempts this year. Earlier in the game, back in the 3rd inning, the lefty Rodriguez was paying a lot of attention to Woodcock over at first base. Another throw over, and again, Woodcock back safely.
It's always tough for a base runner to get the read of a pickoff attempt from a left-handed pitcher, but Woodcock, as you said, with that great speed, leading the team in stolen bases. I wouldn't be surprised at some point in this at-bat if he does go in motion. Forced the hand of the catcher in Brian Gonzalez to decide whether to throw down or, not, because of Marrero at third.
0-1, that's down and away. Snap throw to third. Marrero gets back there safely. The last thing you want to do is make the final out of an inning at third base, so Marrero had to be careful there as he took his secondary lead over at third base. Again, Gonzalez has not really been the primary catcher for Staten Island. That's been John Nestor. The Ducks already with 1 steal tonight. LJ Mazzilli back in the 1st inning. 1-1. De Aza takes a curveball. That one misses high and away. Didn't miss by much, though. But that'll move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
And just going back to the depth that the Ducks have, Michael, in this lineup. Obviously, this is a lefty-lefty matchup, but you have a savvy veteran in De Aza at the plate, and you have to go after him because right behind him is right-handed hitting power hitter Sam Travis, and we know what he can do with the bases loaded this season.
2-1, down and away. Now De Aza in the driver's seat. Good hitters counted 3 balls and a strike. De Aza's hitting .481 this year with runners in scoring position. 13 hits and 27 at-bats. All 4 of his homers have come with runners in scoring position, and he's driven in 21 runs. So he's certainly the guy you want at the plate in these situations. Marrero leads off third, Woodcock off first. 3-1, and De Aza checks his swing, takes down and away, ball 4. So the 3rd walk of the inning issued by Anthony Rodriguez. The 5th walk he has issued tonight. It's a First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. And now the bases are loaded for the aforementioned Sam Travis, who has hit 2 grand slams this year for the Ducks, including 1 yesterday evening in the 1st inning against the York Revolution.
And with 3 walks in the inning, you'd have to think Gonzalez will try to go right after Travis here, and maybe he'll see a fastball to his liking in his wheelhouse.
So let's see if he goes after the first pitch from Rodriguez. Comes set at the belt. Here it comes, and Travis takes low and inside, did not bite. And there's ball 1.
We've seen that a lot from the Ducks batters this season. They've shown a lot of poise at the plate, Michael, not chasing many pitches out of the zone. They, extended bats, and they're very patient at the plate, as we see with the, 3 walks this inning. Do a very good job in terms of watching those pitches out of the zone.
Pitch number 80 on the way to the plate. Travis a swing and a miss this time. A pitch diving down in the zone. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So again, Travis this year has had success in terms of home runs with the bases loaded. 2 grand slams, both against the Revolution. Overall, he is a .286 hitter with the bases loaded, with both of those hits, 2 for 7, being the grand slams. He has also drawn 3 bases loaded walks. The 1-1 from Rodriguez. Travis swings, chops this one into the turf at home plate. A foul ball, and now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rodriguez a strike 3 away from escaping yet another jam.
And when he's been ahead in the count to these Ducks batters, he's gone to that breaking ball. So let's see if that is the plan here that Brian Gonzalez will have with his battery mate, Anthony Rodriguez.
Marrero leads from third, Woodcock from second, De Aza from first with 2 down in a scoreless game. Rodriguez looks in for the sign from Brian Gonzalez. He gets the pitch he likes and now steps off, and we'll go through the signs once again. What a picturesque sky we have now. Now a full cotton candy sky over the Manhattan skyline. Terrific evening for baseball here tonight. A long stare in from the southpaw. Travis waits patiently at the plate. The 1-2. Fouled back to the screen behind home plate. And we'll do it yet again at 1-2.
Travis a little tardy on that swing. A fastball from Rodriguez, and Edgardo Alfonso may be hoping that Rodriguez can just get through this 5th inning. You would obviously keep the designated hitter in the ballgame. There is action in the FerryHawks bullpen down the left field line.
A right-hander getting loose for Staten Island. Runners lead from every base for Long Island with 2 down. Here comes the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Kicks, fires, Travis swings a line drive, foul down the left field line into the Staten Island bullpen. Good cut, but a foul ball by Travis, and we'll do it yet again at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And he wastes another pitch thrown by Rodriguez, and you could see Sam is just getting close to timing that cut fastball thrown by the southpaw. Just missed on the first pitch that he fouled off, and there just a little out in front, pulling it down the left field line foul.
Good at bat here by the Ducks first baseman. 1-2. That breaking ball taken low and inside. Another good job by Gonzalez to block that ball at home plate and prevent Marrero trying to break home from third. So the count is now 2-2, and Rodriguez up to 84 pitches now on the evening. Again, he has only completed 5 innings once this year. It was May 30th here against High Point. Both times against the Ducks failed to get through the 4th. 2-2, fouled back. Tried to surprise him with a fastball that time over the outside corner, but Travis was ready for it and fights it off to keep the at-bat going.
3 foul balls in this at bat for Travis, and 3 good cuts as well against Rodriguez.
The battle continues here. Next pitch will be the 8th of this at bat. With the bags full and 2 down in the top of the 5th, scoreless ball game between the Ducks and the FerryHawks. Rodriguez will step off. He wants to go through the signs again with Gonzalez. Fans here, not a huge crowd, but again, they have been making noise. Try and cheer on their hometown team against their new rivals, the Ducks. 2-2. Travis, a ground ball to the left side. Aguilar Fields will go the short way to second for the force, and that will retire the side here in inning number 5. So the Ducks draw 3 walks against Anthony Rodriguez, but unable to break through in the run department. No runs, no hits, no errors, 3 walks. The Ducks leave the bases loaded for the 2nd time tonight, and they have left 7 on through the first 5 innings. Halfway through in the series opener, Ducks and FerryHawks remain scoreless.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Dustin Woodcock, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services, plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime. Well, the Ducks try and break through in the top of the 5th. They draw 3 walks against Anthony Rodriguez, but he wins the battle with Sam Travis on the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets him to ground into a force out at second. And we remain scoreless. 5 shutout innings from Anthony Rodriguez tonight. We head to the bottom of the 5th, which means it is time for the answer to our 5th inning trivia question. We tested your knowledge in the top half of the 5th inning. As we told you, almost 9 years ago to today, L.J. Mazzilli, the Ducks' right fielder, tonight the DH, made his professional debut for the Brooklyn Cyclones against the Staten Island Yankees. Went 2 for 4 in the game with a pair of hits. I will give you the question one more time as Joseph Monhay leads things off and takes the first pitch for a strike over the outside corner from Tarpley. We wanted to know who picked up the save in the game for the Staten Island Yankees and who pitched the final inning of the game for the Brooklyn Cyclones. And we told you both pitchers are current teammates of Mazzilli's here with the Long Island Ducks. 0-1 is outside for a ball, 1-1. Normally, I would let Mike Moore, who is sitting next to me here in the booth, guess. But because we are unsure of his ethical abilities based on what he did back on Long Island last weekend, we went through this before the game so I could make sure he did not cheat. He was unable to get the answers right away. It took him some time before he finally got them. Chopped back to the mound, another comebacker to Tarpley. He bobbles this one but recovers, and he gets Monhay out at first for out number 1. So, we will give you the answers, you those listeners at home tuning in. The closer who picked up the save for Staten Island that day was Ducks left-handed reliever Tyler Webb. As he was coming up in the Yankees organization, he tossed a scoreless ninth, working around a walk, struck out 1. To pick up, at the time, his first save of the year, because, of course, that was opening night for both Brooklyn and Staten Island. And the man who pitched the final inning that day for Brooklyn was Akil Morris, the Ducks' right-handed starter, who pitched a scoreless inning in the 8th that night for Brooklyn. Breaking ball strike here, 0-1. Worked around a hit and a walk, struck out 2. So Akil Morris and Tyler Webb, the answers to tonight's trivia question. Javier Betancourt, the batter, he hit a comebacker that Tarpley fielded and threw out to first for the final out of the 2nd inning. Here Betancourt takes outside. It's 1-1. That's not what, 3 comebackers I think hit to Tarpley tonight? I think that's 3, yep.
Yep.
Herrera, Betancourt, and Monhay. Tarpley fielding his position well. 1-1 on the ground to the left side. Fielded by Romero wide of third. His throw to first is in time for the out. So back-to-back groundouts induced by Tarpley. And we really haven't talked too much about what Tarpley has done tonight, but he has looked superb. Just 2 hits and a walk, given up over 4 2/3 innings. To this point, I think having his finest start of the season thus far. He did strike out 9 in 5 innings against Gastonia back on May 30th. He's got 5 Ks tonight, but ultimately hanging up zeros and matching Anthony Rodriguez to this point.
Hasn't thrown many pitches in this inning as well with the ground balls.
He has been very efficient. 59 pitches to this point, 38 for strikes. That's what you like to see from your starter. First pitch on the way here from Tarpley to Junior Santana, and that swung on and missed for strike 1. And the Ducks could use it. They have been using their bullpen quite a bit of late. Yesterday they had to use 4 relief pitchers: Beckman, Meisinger, Webb, and Baez. Ducks did not have Lynn or Goody available last night. They had pitched 2 days in a row, but they should be available tonight. 0-1, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball again. And Santana, who singled to right, leading off the 3rd, behind in the count at 0-2.
And Tarpley is definitely mixing all of his pitches in, and you can see the frustration on the part of these FerryHawks batters. They're really guessing once they're behind in the count here. Tarpley using his fastball to success and his off-speed pitch as well.
And Tarpley, as we mentioned, has not gotten much run support in his last 2 starts, just 3 runs combined over his 10 innings of work in the last 2 times he has started. Swing and a miss, strike 3, ball down in the turf. Austin Rye will field, and he'll make the toss over to first base, and it bounced to first, but he gets the out. There's some discussion here between Tarpley, Rye, and home plate umpire Fred DeJesus, but either way, they say strike 3 in the out, and that's going to retire the side here in the 5th inning. So 6th strikeout of the game for Stephen Tarpley. He retires the side in order for the 2nd time tonight. We will make our way to the 6th scoreless here on Staten Island.
Hey fans, this is left-handed pitcher Brady Feigl, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
The Waddle Inn Shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. Nothing. The Ducks and the FerryHawks in the series opener. We move to inning number 6. Davidson Romero leads off and takes a first pitch fastball inside. For ball 1 from the new pitcher, right-handed reliever Eric Marinez, who has taken over on the mound after 5 scoreless innings from Anthony Rodriguez. He'll take a no decision tonight, but Rodriguez did a good job. This fastball misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes on Romero. 5 scoreless innings for Rodriguez. He allows 3 hits, did walk 5 batters, but was able to strand 7 Ducks on base, struck out 2. 2-0 from Marinez, and Romero takes a fastball outside for ball 3. Rodriguez threw 86 pitches, only 48 for strikes. We talked about the command troubles, but ultimately hung up a 0 in the run column, and that's exactly what Staten Island asked for tonight. A great performance from him. 3-0 is outside again for ball 4, so not the start Marinez wanted out of the bullpen. A 4-pitch walk to Davidson Romero. And that's now 6 walks issued by Staten Island's pitching staff. Another First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. So up to the plate will step the center fielder Rusney Castillo, who will hit from the right side for Long Island. Castillo, the 6-hitter and center fielder, is 0 for 2. For Romero, his second walk of the night is 23rd of this season.
Now the 3rd time in 6 innings that the Ducks have a leadoff base runner against the FerryHawks.
Castillo takes the first pitch high and inside for a ball 1-0, but Ducks have done a good job getting men on base. Their problem has been getting them in. They're 0 for 4 tonight with runners in scoring position. As we mentioned, 7 left on base. It's been a bugaboo for them at times this year. We'll see if they can break through now against Staten Island's bullpen in what has been a scoreless pitcher's duel to this point. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chasing a slider way out of the zone that time was Castillo. And the count 1-1.
He was a little overzealous there, Michael. 5 consecutive pitches out of the strike zone from Marinas to begin this relief stint, and that would have been ball 2, and it changes the entire complexion of this at-bat. Instead of 1-1, 2-0, it's 1-1.
1-1 here. Fastball's upstairs, so really 7 straight out of the strike zone, but the swing and the miss by Castillo. When you see a pitcher that's struggling and he's fresh out of the bullpen and struggling, you want to try and take as many pitches as you can to try and get guys on base. Castillo's been a bit of a free swinger for the Ducks this year. Has drawn just 6 walks all season. Takes a fastball here on the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-2. This is appearance number 9 this year for Marinas. One of those has been a start. He is 0-1 with a 7.20 ERA, but does have 5 holds on the year. Two-two pitch. And Castillo takes a fastball upstairs. It goes off the glove of the catcher, Gonzalez, and back behind the plate. And that's going to allow Romero to advance to second. He takes a wide turn at second, but he'll hold on there. We'll see how that is ruled, but now the Ducks with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Initially, it looked like Castillo was going to offer at it and held up, and I think that is kind of what Gonzalez hesitated on, was thought he might have swung, and then ball went back behind the plate.
And that looked like a little bit of a cross-up between Marinas and Brian Gonzalez as well.
Marinas can throw it fairly hard. He throws a fastball up in the 92 to 93 mile an hour range. Here comes the payoff pitch. And Castillo takes a fastball up and inside, ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but Castillo draws a walk. So back-to-back free passes issued by Marinas to begin the 6th, and it's another First National Bank LI walk to first, go far.
This goes back to what we were talking about earlier, Michael, the poise that the Ducks are showing here tonight in this ballgame, drawing those free passes, not going after a lot of pitches out of the zone. Castillo did it when he was up in the count 1-0, but after that, he was very patient and was able to draw the walk.
They did rule a pass ball on Gonzalez that allowed Romero to take second. Ultimately doesn't matter because he would have gone there anyway on the walk. So 2 on, nobody out. Let's see if DiCarlo tries to lay one down and advance the runners. First pitch he does not square, and he takes low and outside for ball 1. And I can't really say I'm not surprised that he's not trying to lay one down, given the fact that Marinas is having considerable trouble hitting the strike zone. 11 pitches, just 2 of them for strikes, and that is going to bring Nelson Figueroa out of the dugout, the second time he has come to the mound in this ballgame.
You know, it's always very interesting. You can see Marinas obviously struggling walking the first 2 batters he's faced, and he's behind 1-0 to DiCarlo. And every time you see a mound visit, obviously the pitching coach tries to calm down the pitcher on the mound and says, look, throw strikes, just get back into your rhythm. And it has to be really tempting for DiCarlo. I mean, back-to-back walks. But this could be a pitch that he might see to his liking right down Broadway. The question is, do you take it because of the control issues, or do you give him the green light?
You know, it's a tough call, and I think ultimately the bottom line is, if you're a hitter at this point and you're seeing a pitcher that just cannot find the strike zone, you got to make him throw you at least 1 strike before you were going to go after it. And in some cases, you may say he's got to throw 2 strikes. See if he can throw 2 strikes before he throws 4 out of the zone. But we'll see here. DiCarlo awaits. Marinas kicks and deals. Now he squares and pops the bunt foul right back our way, and it goes right over our head. Oh, and it came back down right off the front of our booth. We were that close. You all right?
You were that close. I was out of here.
Not far away from our first souvenir.
I have the camera to my right, though. I was protecting the equipment.
Good. That's first and foremost. Your head doesn't matter. The camera's what matters. 1-1, DiCarlo squares again, pulls back. He takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. Now the count 1-2. So interesting. DiCarlo did not square first pitch, squared the next 2. 1 a foul ball, 1 a called strike. DiCarlo had no sack bunts to this point, but now finds himself behind at a ball and 2 strikes.
And on that bunt foul that almost landed in your lap, he looked very uncomfortable trying to square.
That pitch misses high and outside, and that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As you can tell, we're up on the suite level back behind the plate. A nice bird's eye view of the action. It went right up, hit above our booth. It came straight down and hit the front lip of our booth and went down into the crowd. Romero leads, as does Castillo. 2-2 from Marinez to DiCarlo. And the pitch is a half swing and a fastball up and inside. But he was able to hold off. Lots of noise from the crowd down below here. So now the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. I don't think you'll see the runners take off here with the speed that both Romero and Castillo have. But we shall see. Another out of the zone will be the 3rd straight walk by Marinez to begin his night. There is action, a righty in the bullpen for Staten Island. 3-2 to DiCarlo is swung on and missed, strike 3. Chased what would have been ball 4, a slider down and away. So Marinez gets his first strikeout of the night. The 3rd for the FerryHawks pitching staff, and a big first out for the righty as the Ducks unable to advance the runners.
So Marinez going to that off-speed pitch, and Joe was way out in front, as you said, chasing ball 4. That's a big first out recorded by the FerryHawks right-hander.
So, with 1 out and 2 on, here is Austin Rye to the plate. First pitch to him is a fastball strike over the outside corner, nothing at 1. So DiCarlo now 0 for 3 on the night. Rye is 0 for 2. He has popped to short and grounded to 3rd. Comes into the game with 18 RBIs on the season combined between the Ducks and the Blue Crabs this season. 0-1. And that fastball missed the outside corner. Good eye that time from Rye. So that'll even up the count at 1-1.
A lot of adrenaline on the part of Marinez following that strikeout of DiCarlo. Rearing back on that fastball, you could hear the pop in the glove of his battermate, Brian Gonzalez, but just off the plate.
1-1, a swing and a miss. Rye chases the slider down in the zone. Rye has gotten off to a slow start with the Ducks coming into tonight. Just 7 hits in his first 39 at-bats, a 179 average, has 4 RBIs. But finds himself behind here at 1-2 against Marinez. Righty kicks and comes home, and that's fouled off first base side, out of play. Still early in this game as we play in the top of the 6th. There's a lot of baseball still left to be played, but it is somewhat evoking memories of the Ducks game last Saturday against the FerryHawks when Long Island left 15 men on base. They were 0 for 13 in runners in scoring position. The numbers have not been that high thus far tonight, but the Ducks have had several opportunities that they've been unable to cash in thus far with 3 hits and a total of 7 walks drawn against Staten Island pitching in this game. So certainly not lacking for base runners once again, but lacking in the run department of the flock, who are trying to break this scoreless deadlock and give Stephen Tarpley some support. Marinez the 1-2. Rye checks his swing, takes the pitch upstairs. Been a lot of check swings in this inning, but the Ducks have done a good job holding up on pretty much all of them. So the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marinez, a 6'1", 160-pound right-hander out of the Dominican Republic. 26 years old. 2-2. Breaking ball misses low. A close pitch, but a good eye by Austin Rye. And again, the count has gone full at 3-2.
That was a really good take, Michael. It was dropping down just below the knees, and Rye, showing the poise there, did not chase it.
Right below the bottom of the strike zone. So here comes the 3-2. Runners take their leads. The pitch, and Rye pops it foul. First base side of home plate. Back up and into the seats. 23 pitches now for Marinez since taking over. This is the 4th batter he has faced, and only 9 of his 23 have been for strikes. Romero, who drew the leadoff walk, is at second. Castillo followed with a walk. He's at first. 1 out in the inning. Again, the 3-2. And Rye swing and a miss, strike 3 as he went after the slider outside. So back-to-back strikeouts following back-to-back walks. Now Marinez an out away from getting out of trouble here in the 6th inning.
And just like the at-bat to DiCarlo, Rye chasing the pitch out of the zone for strike 3. And like you said, Michael, an opportunity here for Marinez, who's been walking the tightrope the entire inning, to get through this frame unscathed and keep it a scoreless ball game.
Wally Backman and Lou Ford have to be frustrated by some of the pitch selection by hitters, some of the selections they've made on those 3-2 pitches, chasing out of the zone. They want to protect the plate, of course, with 2 strikes on them, but both pitches considerably missed out of the zone, but both swings and misses. Devin Marrero to the plate. He takes down and away. Good job by Gonzalez, sliding to his right to keep that at home plate. So the count 1-0 on Marrero, who has grounded to the mound and walked thus far tonight. Marrero, of course, the hero in last night's game with his 9th inning single up the middle that scored the game-winning run. This fastball hits the outside corner for a strike to the Ducks shortstop. And that'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Michael, Marrero's walk in the 5th inning extended his on-base streak now to 16 consecutive games.
He has certainly been swinging a much better bat of late. 1-1. Breaking ball popped up. Right side of the infield, foul ground. Mariñez chasing after it, as is Herrera. Dilson Herrera makes the catch. And the FerryHawks once again able to wiggle out of trouble here in the top half of the 6th inning. Back-to-back walks lead off the inning. Nothing further for the Ducks. No hits. They leave their 8th and 9th men on base tonight. We go to the bottom half of the 6th, and we remain scoreless.
Hey fans, this is catcher Joe DiCarlo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Scoreless game through 5.5 innings. Tonight we go to the bottom of the 6th. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Lynch Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Well, Mike, the Ducks have certainly not lacked for opportunities tonight, but 9 men left on base through their first 6 innings at the plate. They are now 0 for 7 in this game with runners in scoring position, and evoking memories of last Saturday night's loss to these FerryHawks, where they had plenty of opportunities but could not score.
And really, statistically speaking, Michael, this is a team all season long that has had a tremendous amount of success, not only with runners in scoring position, but with men in scoring position and 2 out as well. But still in search of that elusive big hit tonight to crack this tie game.
7 walks issued by the FerryHawks, but none of those 7 have come around to score. And give credit where credit is due to Rodriguez and Mariñez, who have both been able to wiggle out of trouble. But you feel for Stephen Tarpley, who once again is pitching a strong game tonight. 5 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts. He has scattered just a hit, 2 hits, a walk, and a hit batter. And here a ground ball to first base for Sam Travis. Knocks it down, recovers, and he will beat Brian Gonzalez to the bag for the first out of this 6th inning. So Tarpley has thrown the ball well, but once again, not getting much run support. In fact, over his 2 starts, his last 2 starts, he's gotten 3 runs of support, but only 1 of those 3 runs has been scored with him on the mound. The other 2 came in the 9th inning of those games. So it has really been tough sledding for Tarpley, trying to get some runs from his team, and part of the reason why he still has an 0-3 record coming into tonight. So we go back to the top of the order. 3rd time through for Staten Island. Here's Dilson Herrera, the righty hitting first baseman. Takes the first pitch for a strike at the knees, and the count 0-1.
Tarpley has retired the leadoff batter now in 5 of 6 innings on the mound, and just like he did in the at-bat against Joseph Monhay in the 5th inning, he erased the leadoff batter on 1 pitch thrown.
It's officially now his longest start of the year at 5 1/3 innings to this point. He had gone 5 innings each of his last 2 outings, but now 5 1/3 at this point. He's ahead 0-2 on Herrera. As Mike mentioned, is 0 for 2. Defense for the most part playing straight away. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3, make it 7 Ks on the night for Tarpley. And that good breaking ball again gets Herrera to chase down in the zone.
Tarpley just a carbon copy, really, of what happened last inning when he was able to retire the side in order, getting ahead early in the count and going back to that breaking ball, minimizing that pitch count and going deeper and deeper into this ball game.
You have to think Wally Backman is breathing a huge sigh of relief with what has gone on of late with his starting pitching staff from where it was at the beginning of the year. Breaking ball here, a half swing going around Reyes for strike one. Tarpley had not been in the rotation at the start of the year. Bennett Parry had been, but he got hurt early on. And Tarpley, after some initial struggles, has really thrown the ball nicely. Scott Harkin got off to a slow start. He's been much better over his last several starts. Akil Mars with back-to-back strong outings after his rough outing at the beginning of the year. Rough outings, I should say. This one chopped foul for strike two. So, and Anderson De Leon and Joe Iorio, both who weren't in the starting rotation. Of course, Brett Kennedy had his contract purchased. So Iorio moves into the rotation, De Leon moves into the rotation, and they have both thrown the ball well. Obviously, Hunter Cardell had struggled in that spot in the rotation at the beginning of the year. So I think with what they're doing of late, Wally Backman and Mark Wiedemeyer, the pitching coach, has to be happy with what they have seen from their starters. Without question, it seems like on a nightly basis, they're at least keeping the team in the game. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. A nasty breaking ball from Stephen Tarpley. Second strikeout of the inning, 8th of the ball game, and he is through 6 scoreless thus far here tonight. Another 1-2-3 frame. Mike, thanks so much for being back in the broadcast booth here this evening.
Thank you for having me, and with all of the references to the cotton candy skyline, it's time for me to go and get some cotton candy myself.
Oh, make sure you bring some up here, or if not cotton candy, a nice little rainbow Dippin' Dots. I'll take that too.
Sounds good. Thank you, Michael.
Great to have you on the broadcast. We go to the 7th here in Staten Island. Ducks and the FerryHawks still scoreless.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Chad Hawken, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Michael Pollock with you here at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. On the north shore of Staten Island, we head to the 7th scoreless game between the Ducks and the FerryHawks. And Eddie Reynoso is taken over on the mound. His first pitch is taken for a strike by Dustin Woodcock. Ducks beginning their 4th trip through the batting order. They have picked up 3 hits and 7 walks in this game, but nothing to show for it to this point. The 0-1, and Woodcock a swing and a miss late on the fastball. Reynoso quickly ahead at 0-2. So Eric Marinia is able to work a scoreless inning for Staten Island in the 6th. Despite walking the first 2 hitters, he came back with 2 strikeouts and a foul fly to get out of trouble. 0-2, Woodcock takes, the breaking ball misses high. Reynoso thought he had strike 3, as did the catcher Brian Gonzalez. But the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Woodcock, who has a single, a walk, and a ground out in his 3 trips to the plate. Marinia threw 27 pitches, just 12 of them for strikes, but was able to still get out of trouble in the inning. 1-2. Woodcock takes. That fastball is just off the plate. Another pitch that the FerryHawks faithful thought was a strike. Instead, it's 2-2. For Reynoso, this is his 17th appearance of the year. He has 1 start and 2 holds on the season. 2-2 record of 3.74 earned run average. 2-2 pitch, and Woodcock takes a breaking ball upstairs to run the count full. Ducks have done a good job in this game, taking pitches out of the strike zone, working the count. And again, the 7 walks show it. The key is finding a way to dent home plate. Payoff pitch from Reynoso to Woodcock. Here it comes, and Woodcock a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Woodcock goes down swinging. That's the 5th strikeout of the night for Staten Island's pitching staff. There's one away in the top of the 7th. On the out-of-town scoreboard this evening, all Southern Maryland in Charleston, West Virginia. They lead it 7-0 through 7 innings of play. 2 RBIs apiece from Crosby and Lee, leading the Blue Crabs offense. Mackenzie Mills has turned in another strong outing for Southern Maryland. First pitch to L.J. Mazzilli, swing and a miss as he chased the slider down and away for strike 1. Big series begins tonight down in Gastonia, North Carolina. The Rockers visiting the Honey Hunters. Those two teams separated by just 1 game. Gastonia 1 game better than High Point in the South Division standings. And right now Gastonia has a 7-6 lead as that game is in the top of the 9th inning. Slider here misses outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. For Gastonia tonight, they have RBIs from 6 different players to lead their offense in the ballgame. No homers. 1-1. Fouled off behind the plate, off to our right. Galino, his first home run of the season, and 3 RBIs to lead High Point's offense. The count 1-2 now on Mazzilli, who has singled, grounded into a fielder's choice, and flied to right. So 1 for 3 on the night, also has a stolen base. Reynoso comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Mazzilli hits a fly ball in the air to right center, shallow. Going out, Betancourt coming in, Bautista, and Bautista will make the catch. So back-to-back outs recorded by Reynoso to begin the 7th. Barnstormers 9, Legends 2 in Lancaster, bottom half of the 8th inning. Kelly Dugan, his 17th homer of the year. Andretti Cordero, his 7th of the season to lead the Barnstormers offense tonight. For Lexington, Blake Swihart, the former big leaguer, with his 4th long ball of the year. And in Kentucky, the York Revolution trying to bounce back from back-to-back walk-off losses to the Ducks, lead the Genomes 5-1. Top half of the 8th inning. Jeffrey Perez, his 3rd home run of the season for York. Deaza swings first pitch, pops it up in the air to center. Drifting in, Ricardo Cespedes settles under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ducks go down in order for just the 2nd time tonight. Eddie Reynoso, a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 7th. Time to stretch here at Community Park. Ducks and the FerryHawks remain scoreless.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Alejandro Deaza, and you are listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Duck Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Well, fans, a reminder that the 2022 season of Ducks Baseball is presented by Catholic Health, with a talented roster full of Major League experience and exciting promotions every night. A day at the ballpark is truly a good time every time. Tickets are on sale for all Ducks home games by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, going online at liducks.com, or by calling 631-940-TIXX. What a pitcher's duel we've had here tonight. Stephen Tarpley has been brilliant. 6 scoreless innings, 8 strikeouts. He's given up just 2 hits and a walk, as well as a hit batter. Anthony Rodriguez had some control troubles, 5 walks in 5 innings, along with 3 hits, but no runs given up. And the bullpen thus far for Staten Island, back-to-back scoreless innings from Eric Marinez and Eddie Reynoso. Marinez walked 2 but got out of it. And Reynoso a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. So we go to the bottom half of inning number 7. Angel Aguilar will lead things off against Stephen Tarpley. First pitch, and the fastball misses inside, 1-0. Finishing up on the out-of-town scoreboard, Yankees and the Cubs up in the Bronx tonight. 1-1 game, bottom half of the 6th inning after the Yankees took the series in Minnesota this week. 1-0. Fastball, that just missed the outside corner. Tarpley thought that was a strike and is asking Fred DeJesus where the pitch was, who seems to be telling him it was outside. Well, the count is 2-0. Good-looking pitch from here, but deemed to be just off the corner. Aguilar has singled and struck out in his 2 at-bats this evening. 2-0. That's high and inside. And Tarpley with 3 straight out of the strike zone to begin this 7th inning. Yankees with a home run from Gleyber Torres, his 11th of the year. Jason Hayward, his 1st of the season for the Cubs. 10 strikeouts over 6 innings of 1-run ball for former Staten Island Yankee Luis Severino. 3-0. And that is low for ball 4. And another pitch, Stephen Tarpley has no idea where it missed. I'm guessing it was low. Second walk of the night issued by Tarpley. And the leadoff man is aboard for the FerryHawks here in the bottom of the 7th. Well, according to TrackMan, which we can see here in the press box, 3 of those 4 pitches had part of the plate, especially the 2nd and the 4th pitch. But Fred DeJesus felt otherwise, so a leadoff walk puts the go-ahead run on for Staten Island. And up to the plate will step Mariel Bautista, the right fielder and cleanup hitter, who is 0 for 2. Tarpley kicks and deals to the plate. Bautista takes a fastball. That's on the outside corner, strike 1. Mets and the Angels will get underway about 9:38 out in Los Angeles, in Anaheim. It'll be Tyler McGill for the Mets. Jonathan Diaz will get the start for the Angels in the series opener. I'm told Pete Alonso is in the lineup, which is shocking after the hit by pitch on his hand in the series against the Padres. 0-1. Bautista a swing and a foul tip at home plate as he knocked that one down into the turf. And the count quickly 0-2. And the NBA Finals about to get underway. Game 4 of the series up in Boston at TD Garden. As the Celtics host the Warriors, with Boston trying to take a 3-1 lead in the series. So after the 4-pitch walk to Aguilar, Tarpley gets ahead 0-2 on Bautista. Left-hander looks to first. Runner goes. The pitch is taken outside. It goes all the way back to the backstop. Turning second, heading for third. And sliding in there safely is Aguilar. A big break for Staten Island. Aguilar chose the right pitch to go on. Steals second. His first stolen base of the year. And on either a wild pitch or a pass ball, Aguilar is able to get to third. And so now Tarpley is faced with his tallest task of the night, trying to keep this game scoreless with a runner at third and nobody out. The infield will come in all the way around for Long Island. Tarpley comes set. Here's the 1-2, and Bautista fouls one over the screen back behind the plate, off to our right. They rule a pass ball on Austin Rye, which allowed Aguilar to go to third. Well, Aguilar should definitely get a stolen base. He was already taking off for second on the play. A small crowd here tonight, but the FerryHawks fans have come loud here in the bottom of the 7th, trying to will their team to break this scoreless deadlock. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Bautista chased down and in. Strikeout number 9 for Stephen Tarpley, which ties his season high. And there is out number 1. So up to the plate will step the lefty hitting center fielder Ricardo Cespedes, the only lefty in the lineup tonight for Staten Island. Ben Ruda, Brandon Wagner both on the bench, along with backup catcher John Nestor. Tarpley's first pitch. That's popped up in the air behind first. Back goes Sam Travis will make the catch. Infield was in, so Travis had to retreat a bit, but he makes the grab. Cespedes retired on one pitch. And Tarpley with back-to-back outs after Aguilar gets to third. So Tarpley trying to get through this seventh inning without a run after allowing a leadoff walk. And seeing Aguilar go from first to third. And up to the plate steps Joseph Monhay, the sixth hitter in left fielder, who is 0 for 2. Tarpley's first pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Just foul down the third base line. Oh, was that close. Right along the line. FerryHawks manager Edgardo Alfonso coaching down at third base. Sees that ball just go to the left of the bag. Mel Cheatham, the third base umpire, who is standing right on the back edge of the infield, made the call emphatically foul. The FerryHawks were ready to explode out of their dugout, but Monhay just missed. Monhay had a 2-run single in the fifth inning off of Tarpley in last Saturday's game on Long Island. That extended Staten Island's lead in that game to 3-0. With the count now 0-1. Tarpley kicks and comes home. Monhay squares the bunt, pulls back, and he takes low for a ball, 1-1. And Rye thought about throwing back down to third, but Aguilar scampers back in there safely. Tarpley now at 81 pitches on the night, 54 of them for strikes. Has been very efficient in this ball game. 1-1 to Monhay. Breaking ball, that drops in for a strike. Good curveball from Tarpley. He gets ahead of Monhay at 1-2, and now a strike 3 away from working around the leadoff walk and stranding a runner at third. Rye flashes the signs. Tarpley has the pitch he likes. 1-2 on the way to Monhay. A swing and a foul ball back behind the plate off to our right. I think that went up into the press box here. Immediately to our right is the broadcast booth of Johnny Wincott, the broadcaster for the FerryHawks. And then to his right, the working press here in Staten Island, some of the FerryHawks staff. So the count's still 1-2 on Monhay, who has struck out looking and grounded back to the mound. Tarpley set the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Austin Rye applies the tag. Stephen Tarpley with his season-high 10th strikeout of the night. And he is able to work out of a runner at third, no-out situation here in the 7th to keep this ball game even at 0. What a job by Stephen Tarpley. 7 shutout innings for the left-hander here in the series opener. No runs, no hits, a walk, a stolen base, a pass ball, and the go-ahead run stranded at third. We go to the 8th. What a ball game this has been. No score between the Ducks and the FerryHawks.
Hey fan, this is pitcher Anderson De Leon, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night I told my husband, baby, I'm ready to grow. And he said, are we having a baby? I said, no, but I do want to expand our business. So First National Bank of Long Island really delivered.
At First National, we offer competitive rates in the financing you need and access to expert local lenders. We also underwrite and service every loan. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
The Waddle Inn Shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. The team store is full of official Long Island Ducks merchandise, great gifts, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more. You can even get your favorite name and number put on the back of your very own Ducks jersey. Celebrate Waddle Inn Wednesday as well, with exclusive deals in store during every Wednesday home game. Visit the Waddle Inn Shop today at Fairfield Properties Ballpark or shop online anytime at liducks.com. We head to the 8th inning. This game still scoreless thanks to the job by Stephen Tarpley as he works out of a runner at third, no-out situation in the 7th inning, getting 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. Sam Travis leading things off. He takes outside the count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Eddie Reynoso back out for a 2nd inning of relief after he tossed a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. Kick the pitch, chopped on the ground foul, third base side. And that'll move the count to 1-2 on Travis, who tonight has grounded into a fielder's choice, single to right, and came up last time with the bases loaded, 2 out in the 5th, and hit into a 5-4 force out at second base. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Reynoso blows the fastball by Travis. His 2nd strikeout of the ball game, Reynoso's. He has now retired 4 in a row here in relief, and there's 1 out. So which side is going to blink first in this game? We are unsure. It has been a terrific job by both pitching staffs to this point. On the Duck side of things, Stephen Tarpley, 7 shutout innings, 10 strikeouts. He has scattered just 2 hits and 2 walks over his work tonight. Check swing by Romero here, taken for a ball. The count goes to 1-0. So just incredible work done on both sides here this evening, especially with men on base. Pitching staffs have done a great job. Here, Romero takes a strike. 1-1, Romero back in the lineup tonight. Was activated today. He had missed 9 games. He has drawn 2 walks and struck out swinging. Here, though, drives one to right center. Mario Bautista to his right is there to make the catch. Hard hit baseball, but Romero retired and make it 5 in a row now. Retired by Eddie Reynoso. And this is the opening game of a 3-game weekend series. Teams will be back at it tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, and then Sunday afternoon the series finale will be at 4. Rusney Castillo to the plate with 2 down and the base is empty. There is action for the Ducks in their bullpen down the right field line, a right-hander. First pitch swinging, and Castillo smacks one deep but foul down the right field line towards the speed pitch. That is at the far end of the stands down the right field line, which is behind a picnic area. Lots of tables with umbrellas adjacent to the playing field behind the Ducks bullpen down the right field line. 0-1 grounded to the left side. A couple hops for the third baseman Aguilar. He'll throw across the diamond in time for the out. 6 up, 6 down for Eddie Reynoso out of the bullpen for Staten Island. Ducks have been retired in order in each of the last 2 innings. We will make our way to the bottom of the 8th. Ball game still scoreless.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Devin Marrero, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
What a ball game we have had here in Staten Island. Ducks and the FerryHawks, a scoreless game. Goes to the bottom half of the 8th, and Stephen Tarpley's night is done. For the 3rd straight start, the left-hander gets little or no run support. Tonight, none, as the Ducks have scored no runs despite 3 hits and 7 walks, drawn in this game. Eddie Reynoso over the last 2 innings has completely shut down the Ducks lineup. And Stephen Tarpley, what a job he has done tonight. 7 shutout innings, his longest and best start of the year. 10 strikeouts, the most in a start and most in any game by any Ducks pitcher this year. And it's also the most strikeouts Stephen Tarpley has had in a ball game since he struck out 10. That was his career high. He tied his career high to that August 30th of 2014 with single A Aberdeen at Lowell. Almost 8 years ago. First pitch here, a slider strike from Nick Goody, the new pitcher who has taken over on the mound for the Ducks. He makes his 3rd appearance of the season for Long Island. And he's added 0-1 on Javier Betancourt. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Staten Island. Betancourt, Santana, and Gonzalez, 3 righties due up. 0-1, swing and a miss. Another good slider by Goody. Wally Backman was raving about Goody's slider after his last appearance, which came on June the 8th. 2 days ago against York. He took a no decision with a scoreless inning, struck out 1, gave up 1 hit, and threw 9 of his 11 pitches for strikes. 0-2 to Betancourt. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's the slider again, chasing way out of the zone. First strikeout for Nick Goody, the 11th strikeout for the Ducks pitching staff tonight. And there's 1 away here in inning number 8. So 7 innings for Tarpley, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. He had 1 batter, allowed just 5 men on base, and allowed just 2 to get to third. Junior Santana, who led off the 3rd inning with a single, and Angel Aguilar, who in the 7th walked, stole 2nd, and moved to 3rd on a pass ball. He was at 3rd base with nobody out in the inning. But Tarpley came back to strike out Bautista, got Cespedes to pop out to 1st on the 1st pitch, and struck out Monhead. Santana half swing on a slider down and away, and Warren Nicholson said he went around, so there's a strike. 0-1 on Santana, who has singled to right and struck out swinging. Santana and Aguilar, the only 2 FerryHawks with hits in this game. For the Ducks, Woodcock, Mazzilli, and Travis, the only Ducks with a base hit. All singles. 0-1, that's down and away. Taken this time out of the zone. Goody spent parts of 6 seasons in the major leagues with the Yankees. 34 games in 2015 and 16. The Indians, now the Guardians, 107 games from 2017 to 19 when they were still known as the Indians, and made 17 appearances, 1 start with the Texas Rangers in 2020. 1-1. Slider taken low and outside. That'll move the count to 2 balls and a strike on Santana. Was signed by the Ducks this past week. And he's one of several pitchers the Ducks have brought in to help fortify their bullpen in what has been a bit of an up and down season for their relief corps to this point. Two-1. Santana takes a fastball over the outside corner, strike 2. Ducks have seen a couple departures in their bullpen recently, with Dylan Piper and Hunter Caudell being traded to outside leagues. Brady Feigl has been on the disabled list. Stephen Colon was recently released. 2-2. Down in the turf. Good block sliding to his right by Rye. And the count now 3-2. And the Ducks have brought in 2 former big leaguers in Nick Goody and Ryan Meisinger. And they've also added Kaiwei Lin, a righty who has been terrific. He was at Double-A in the Diamondbacks organization earlier this year. So those 3 really have been brought in recently to help fortify the bullpen for Long Island, especially the middle to later innings. 3-2. Santana, a fly ball in the air to shallow right center, going out to DeCarlo, racing in his Woodcock, and DeCarlo makes the catch. What a grab by Joe DeCarlo in his first start of the year at second base. Ranged out far in a shallow right. Woodcock was playing fairly deep, and DeCarlo went out and made the over-the-shoulder catch basket style and almost got his legs taken out from him by Woodcock, who was sliding to try and make the catch, but a nice grab made. And there's the second out here in the 8th inning. Boy, every out like that is big. In a game like this where it's scoreless, neither side wants to be the first one to make a mistake and blink. So here's Brian Gonzalez, the catcher, a 9-hitter. Goody's first pitch. Gonzalez takes high and inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Gonzalez has been hit by a pitch and grounded to first in his 2 at-bats tonight. 2 plate appearances, I should say. Hit by pitch the second time he's been hit this year. 1-0. And that slider misses low, 2-0. Crowd is quieted now here at Community Park. They were loud when Staten Island got the runner to third with nobody out an inning ago, but Stephen Tarpley quieted him with 2 strikeouts in the pop-out to get out of trouble and keep this game even. Goody gets the sign from Ryan, comes set. 2-0. Line drive, and it is over the head of Romero into shallow left, a base hit. Deaza race after it. Gonzalez a big turn at first, but he'll hold on right there. So a flare single into shallow left by Gonzalez. Just the 3rd hit of the game for Staten Island. Just the 6th hit of the game combined between the two teams, all of which have been singles. And now we'll get a matchup of former big leaguers as Dilson Herrera comes to the plate. The leadoff hitter in Staten Island's lineup. FerryHawks begin their 4th trip through the batting order. So a 2-out single by Gonzalez gets him aboard. He has no stolen bases, has not been caught stealing either this year. Takes a lead past the edge of the cutout at first. First pitch, and the breaking ball here just missed the inside corner. Goody and Rye thought that was strike 1, but deemed to be inside. And the count 1-0. Herrera tonight is 0 for 3 at the plate. A ground out, a double play, and a strikeout hit into by Herrera. Goody's 1-0. Herrera takes, and that slider misses down and away. So now the Ducks right-hander behind in the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Staten Island, I believe, had action in their bullpen, but does not right now. It looked like the lefty Chris Nunn had been getting loose. Long Island will have 3 righties due up in the 9th, DeCarlo, Rye, and Barrera, so perhaps it was not Nunn. 2-0 pitch, and Goody misses high with a fastball. So now he's behind on Herrera at 3-0, and another out of the zone would move the go-ahead run into scoring position. Nothing doing for the Ducks in their bullpen down the right field line right now, so this game in the hands of right-hander Nick Goody. .3-0 to Herrera. Takes all the way, and that misses down and away for ball 4. So back-to-back 2-out base runners here for the FerryHawks on a single by Gonzalez and a walk by Herrera. 3rd walk of the day issued by the Ducks pitching staff, and that is going to bring pitching coach Mark Wiedemeyer out of the dugout to try and settle down his right-hander. So the FerryHawks trying to rally here with 2 men down in the bottom of the 8th to break this scoreless tie. The line drive to the left side by Gonzalez that just ticked off the glove of the 3rd baseman Romero, and into left field. And then a 4-pitch walk, which is never a good thing to do with 2 outs in an inning, issued to Dilson Herrera, who's on for the first time tonight. Staten Island has struggled this year with runners in scoring position and 2 out. They're hitting just .194 as a team in these situations. And up to the plate steps Alfredo Reyes, who takes a slider for a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Reyes this year, a .182 hitter, just 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position and 2 down. Tonight he is 0 for 3 with a flyout and 2 swinging strikeouts. Gonzalez leads at second, Herrera at first. Goody looks to second. The 0-1. Ground ball foul up the 3rd base line. And Nick Goody gets ahead in the count at 0-2. Staten Island has left 3 on base in the game. They're 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Ducks have left 9 aboard. They're 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. First and second, 2 down. And an 0-2 pitch upcoming to Alfredo Reyes. Goody comes set, fires home. Reyes swings and misses, strike 3. Got him to chase the slider down and away. Nick Goody with the strikeout, his 2nd of the inning. And he escapes the 2-on, 2-out jam here in the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a walk, 2 men left. We head to the ninth here at Community Park. Ducks and the FerryHawks still even at 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Cody Beckman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Ducks 0, FerryHawks 0. Each team with 3 hits, each team no errors. We move to inning number 9 here in the series opener. And it looks like Eddie Reynoso is back out for a 3rd inning of relief. His first pitch here, Joe DiCarlo smacks one through the left side, a base hit. And a good start for the Ducks to this 9th inning as Joe DiCarlo is aboard for the first time tonight with a leadoff single. 4th hit of the ball game for the Ducks, all of which have been singles. And the Ducks put the go-ahead run on to begin this 9th inning against Eddie Reynoso, who's back out for a 3rd inning of relief, 6 up, 6 down prior to that single, and has struck out 2. So now Austin Rye to the plate, and we'll see if he tries to sacrifice DiCarlo to second. First pitch, he squares and lays the bunt down to the first base side, a hard one, picked up, the throw goes to second base, and they got him. What a play by Dilson Herrera. The bunt was too hard off the bat of Rye to the first baseman, and Herrera made a perfect strike to Alfredo Reyes, the shortstop, to get the out at second. So the bunt unsuccessful by Rye, who has 1 sac bunt on the year. It'll go 3-6 on the fielder's choice. DiCarlo out at second, and now 1 on, 1 out for Devin Marrero. Rye had gone 0 for 3 prior to that point, has been struggling with the Ducks, so I think that's probably the right decision to try and lay down the bunt there. But the conversion does not work. Now the first pitch here to Devin Marrero misses down and away for ball 1, and also would bring up Marrero, who was the hero last night in the 9th inning with an RBI single to score Austin Rye from second after he was sacrificed to second by Rob Weishire. So the Ducks trying to mimic what they did last night, but Rye could not get the job done tonight. Reynoso's 1-0, and Marrero takes high and inside for ball 2. Marrero has grounded to the mound, walked and popped out foul to first in his 3 trips to the plate. Ducks have a righty getting loose in their bullpen. It looks like Kaiwei Lin from our vantage point. Presumably he'll come in to pitch the 9th, depending on what happens in this inning. Good hitters count the 2-0. Marrero swings and misses out in front of a breaking ball from Reynoso. 2-1. Reynoso to this point has thrown 25 pitches, 16 of which have been for strikes.
Hey, Devin, swing harder!
So the count moves to 2-1. Rye does not have good speed at first. The Ducks do have an option on the bench if they want. 2 options in Frias and Turbo. Runner goes for second. The pitch is taken low. The throw down to second base, and it's in time for the out. So Austin Rye trying to steal second base. He had 2 steals in 3 attempts this year, but he is caught stealing. Ducks have had 2 runners thrown out at second in this inning. And now the base is empty with 2 down. So Marrero now with a count of 3 balls and 1 strike. But the base is empty with 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. (3-1). Marrero, a high fly ball in the air to right. Backing up is Bautista. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. So the Ducks get a leadoff single from Joe DiCarlo, but a fielder's choice put out at second on a bunt attempt, a caught stealing, and a fly out to right end the inning. Minimum 3 batters faced for the 3rd straight inning for Reynoso. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. FerryHawks will try and walk it off. Scoreless ball game.
Hey fans, this is Tyler Webb, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the North Shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Well, neither side has been able to get much done offensively here in the ball game. Ducks have managed 4 hits. They've also drawn 7 walks, but they have got nothing to show for it. The FerryHawks have managed 3 hits. They have also drawn 3 walks, but they have nothing to show for it. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Staten Island trying to walk off against the Ducks. Only the Ducks can waddle off because, of course, they are Ducks. FerryHawks have walked off twice this year. They have been walked off on 3 times this season. But they will try and make it 3 walk-off wins. Ducks have 2 walk-off victories this year. Of course, on the road, they can't walk off. But Kaiwei Lin is the new pitcher. The right-hander comes on, making his 7th appearance of the year. And he will try and send this series opener to extras. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the order for the FerryHawks. Angel Aguilar, Mariel Bautista, and Ricardo Cespedes are due up to get things started. Lynn comes set on the rubber. His first pitch on the way to Aguilar is taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Nick Goody, a scoreless inning in the 8th. He allowed a hit and a walk, both with 2 outs, but struck out 2, including Alfredo Reyes, to end the inning and strand 2 aboard. FerryHawks have left 5 on base tonight. 1-0. There's a strike. That pitch over the outside corner from Lynn to even the count at 1-1. Aguilar's been on base twice tonight. He singled to center with 2 outs in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 4th, then walked and advanced to 3rd on a stolen base and pass ball in the 7th. He was there with nobody out. FerryHawks' best chance to score, but they came up empty. 1-1. Aguilar swing and a miss. Might have foul tipped it into the glove of Rye, but either way, the count now 1-2. Kaiwei Lin, no record, a 1.17 ERA to this point. His 1-ball, 2-strike pitch is down in the turf, blocked there by Rye. That'll even things up at 2-2. Obviously, every ball that's down in the zone that bounces on its way to home plate, very important for the catchers to block at this point because it's a scoreless game, and You have a feeling at this point, if a batter sees a ball go behind the catcher, they're going to try and take off for first. 2-2. Swing, a half swing, and Fred DeJesus says he went around, so that is strike 3. First out here in the 9th. The 13th strikeout of the day for the Long Island Ducks pitching staff. Aguilar now having a conversation with Fred DeJesus. The fans here don't like it. I'm not sure if it was a called strike 3 or a swing. It looked like DeJesus had pointed first at the batter to say that he went around. So another strikeout. There is the first out here in the 9th. That'll bring up the right fielder, Mariel Bautista. The 13 strikeouts, a new season high for the Ducks pitching staff. First pitch to Bautista, swing and a miss as he went after the pitch, diving down and away for strike number 1. Bautista tonight is 0 for 3. He popped out foul to the catcher in the first and struck out swinging in both the 4th and 7th innings tonight. Staten Island getting a lefty going in their bullpen down the left field line. The 0-1. Bautista swing and a miss again as he chased the breaking ball. Nothing in 2. Lynn in 7 2/3 innings thus far this season with the Ducks. 3 hits, a run, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts. He has held opponents to a 120 batting average coming into tonight. (0-2) to Bautista. A half swing again at the ball in the dirt. They appeal to first. Warren Nicholson says he went around. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Kaiway Lynn make it 14 strikeouts for the Ducks pitching staff. 10 for Tarpley, 2 for Goody, and now 2 for Lynn. So a 2 down and the base is empty. That'll leave it up to the lefty hitting Ricardo Cespedes, the only lefty in the lineup tonight for Staten Island. Ben Ruda, Brandon Wagner, both on the bench, along with backup catcher John Nestor, who's a righty. First pitch from Lynn to Cespedes is taken low and outside for ball number 1. If this game goes to extras, Devin Marrero will be placed on second to begin the inning in the 10th, and it'll be the top of the order for the Ducks. Woodcock, Mazzilli, and De Aza. That's why a lefty is getting loose for Staten Island. 1-0. That pitch misses low. And you get a sense at this point, neither team wants to waste what they did from the starter tonight. Obviously, neither of the starters will get a win this evening. But at this point, the team's just trying to get a team win for their starting pitcher. After Tarpley struck out 10 over 7 innings of 2-hit shutout baseball. And Anthony Rodriguez, his best start of the year, 5 scoreless innings despite giving up 3 hits and 5 walks. 2-0 to Cespedes. Swinging a foul ball over the screen. Third base side of home plate, out of play. And that'll move the count to 2-1. Lynn's last outing for the Ducks was 2 nights ago. He tossed 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, no runs, struck out 2. 8 of his 10 pitches were strikes. Pitching for the 3rd time in 4 days today. 2-1. Cespedes, a ground ball up the first base line that'll kick foul. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. I'd say the majority of the fans are still here tonight, but some might have made their way out. It looks to be Chris Nunn, the lefty, who has started to get loose for Staten Island. Really hasn't started anymore. He's been getting loose throughout the whole inning, but the lefty who is throwing in the FerryHawks bullpen. Kaiway Lynn comes set. 2-2 on the way to the plate. Ground ball past the mound towards the middle. Diving attempt made by DiCarlo, but he couldn't field it cleanly. It bounces off his glove. Safe at first is Cespedes. The FerryHawks put on the winning run with 2 outs here in the 9th. Great effort by DiCarlo, diving up the middle to try and snare that one. Got a glove on it, but could not field it cleanly. We'll see how it's scored. They have already put up the base hit, 4th hit of the game for Staten Island, all of which have been singles. So Joseph Monhay will come up to the plate with a winning run at first base and 2 away. Cespedes does have some speed. 5 steals and 6 attempts, so the Ducks will have to pay attention. DiCarlo shaded up the middle at second base, so a big hole on the right side. Throw over by Lynn, and diving back safely there is Cespedes. Ricardo Cespedes, of course, no relation to former Met Yoenis Cespedes. Kaiwei Lin, another quick turn and throw over to first, and again back safely there is Cespedes. Monhay tonight is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts in the ball game. First pitch to Monhay. Takes low from Lynn for ball 1. Second inning in a row, the FerryHawks have picked up a 2-out single. Last inning, it was the catcher and 9-hitter Brian Gonzalez with a line drive to left. Herrera followed with a walk before Goody struck out Reyes to end the threat. One-0 to Monhay. Off the outside corner. Didn't miss by much. But now 2 balls and no strikes on Monhay. Then struck out the first 2 he faced in the inning. Travis holds on the runner at first. Lynn gets the sign and comes set on the mound. 2-0 pitch. Monhay a fly ball in the air to right, deep down the line. Back into the corner goes Dustin Woodcock. It's going to be a foul ball. I don't think it had home run distance, but it was hit well. The ball just kept slicing and slicing and ultimately landed in the picnic area deep down the right field line. Monhay bidding for his first home run of the season. But a foul ball. He'll make his way back to home plate and the count 2-1. Drama here in Staten Island in this first ever game at this ballpark for these two teams. FerryHawks have been playing here this year, but of course this is the Ducks' first visit and the first Battle of the Belt matchup here at this ballpark. Throw over by Lynn. Cespedes is back safely again. And the Ducks have left 7 aboard tonight. The FerryHawks have left 5 on. Lynn's 2-1 runner bluffs. Monhay takes a slider. That just missed down and away. Joe DiCarlo, the second baseman, had no idea where that pitch missed. We've seen both sides at times tonight be unsure where pitches have missed. Catchers have done a good job framing a lot of pitches. That one, I'm guessing, was a little bit low. So good hitters count here for Monhay with Lynn behind at 3-1. Cespedes takes his lead at first. Runner goes for second. The pitch is low for ball 4. So Joseph Monhay draws a 2-out walk at a very similar script to the 8th inning. Back-to-back outs to begin the inning. A 2-out single, a 2-out walk. That's the 4th walk, given up by the Ducks pitching staff. And Mark Wiedemeyer will come out of the dugout for the second time to try and settle down his right-hander. It worked in the 8th with Nick Goody, and we'll see if it can work here in the 9th with Kaiwei Lin to force extras. When 2-out base runners will often drive managers and pitching coaches crazy, but especially 2-out walks, and especially to a guy like Monhay, who came in hitting .169 on the year and who was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the mound. But the FerryHawks now with a winning run in scoring position with 2 down, and up to the plate will step the second baseman, that 7-hitter Javier Betancourt, who tonight is 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Well, the runner at first doesn't matter in a 0-0 game in the bottom of the 9th, so all Lynn is trying to worry about here is not letting the man at second, Cespedes, score. Right-hander's first pitch on the way to Betancourt. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase a breaking ball downstairs, and surprising to see the FerryHawks go after the first pitch after Kaiwei Lin just walked Joseph Monhay. It's been an issue both sides have had at times this year. So 0-1 the count on Betancourt. Struck out swinging to begin the 8th against Nick Goody. Lynn looks back to second, the 0-1. Slider misses outside. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ducks potentially playing a 4th consecutive 1-run game, depending on what happens the rest of the way. Again, they won each of the last 2 nights, 6-5 in walk-off fashion over York. They lost the series opener 6-5 to the Revolution. One. Slider misses down and away. Good eye by Betancourt. Close pitch. But he was able to hold off in the count 2-1. Lin trying to get a lot of swings and misses after getting the 2 strikeouts to begin the inning, but the Taiwan native been trying to nibble a little bit here over the last couple of hitters, and now here too trying to get Betancourt to swing out of the zone. Runners lead the 2-1. That's a fastball strike over the outside corner. So that time challenged him with a fastball rather than the slider. Gets the call in the outside corner. Now Lynn a strike 3 away from forcing extra innings here tonight. Cespedes the winning run at second. Monhay the man at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Scoreless game, bottom of the 9th inning. Lynn looks in for the sign from Ryan, comes set. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swinging a foul ball, first base side, up over the roof and out of the ballpark. Onto the street adjacent to Community Park. And we'll do it once again at 2-2. Chris Nunn continues to warm in the FerryHawks bullpen. If this game goes to the 10th, he will be the man to come in. And again, Marrero would be placed at second to begin the inning. Top of the order due up for the Ducks if Lynn can get out of this. 2-2. Ripped to the left side. The shortstop Marrero fields the off-balance throw to first, and it pulls Travis off the bag. Everybody is safe, and the base is now loaded here in the 9th inning. The ball was hit to Marrero's right, fielded it, and it didn't think to go to third. I don't know if they would have gotten Cespedes at third, but he tried to make the off-balance throw to first. An accurate throw might have gotten him, but the throw pulls Travis off the bag, and now the base is loaded with 2 outs for the designated hitter, Junior Santana. I believe it is ruled an infield single. They have a hit up on the scoreboard in left center, and they rule an infield single for Betancourt. So Staten Island now ahead in the hit column, 5-4. And here is Santana, who's 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch from Lynn to Santana. Taken low and inside for ball 1. All of this with 2 outs in the inning. Kaiwei Lynn struck out. Aguilar and Bautista swinging to pick up 2 outs, but an infield single to the second baseman, a walk, and an infield single to the shortstop, whose throw to first pulled Travis off the bag, has loaded up the bases for Staten Island with 2 down. (1-0). Santana swing and a miss out in front of the offering from Lynn, 1-1. That infield single was the first hit for either side with men in scoring position tonight. The teams were 0 for 13 combined prior to that. But the infield single to short has loaded up the bases and kept the game alive, kept the 9th inning alive, rather, for Staten Island. Santana single to right in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 5th, popped to second in the 8th. Lynn's 1-1. Santana, a half swing at a breaking ball down and away. He was able to hold up. Lynn tried to get him to chase. He would not. And the count 2-1. Lynn has now thrown a total of 27 pitches in the inning, 15 of which have been strikes. Here comes the 2-1. Lynn kicks, fires. Santana swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Long run for Dustin Woodcock over to the stands. He'll run out of room. as it lands into the second row of the picnic area down the right field line to even up the count at 2-2. Edge of your seat baseball here on June the 10th in this rivalry matchup between these two teams, first ever meeting here in Staten Island. Neither side has been able to dent home plate to this point. FerryHawks trying to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. Ducks trying to force extras. Bases loaded, 2 down. It'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up from Kaiwei Lin to Junior Santana. Lin shakes off Rye. Now he's got the pitch he likes. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way to the plate. Ground ball up the middle into center field. Cespedes comes in to score. This ball game is over, and the Staten Island FerryHawks walk off to a 1-0 series opening win over the Long Island Ducks tonight here at Community Park. So with 2 outs and the bases empty here in the 9th inning, Kaiwei Lin falls apart a bit, allows an infield single to Cespedes, a walk to Monhay, an infield single to Betancourt, and an RBI single up the middle to Junior Santana that wins the ball game for Staten Island. Their second win in this Battle of the Belt rivalry series. So in the 9th, the FerryHawks get a run on 3 hits and a walk. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show's coming up next. We'll recap this one and hand out the player of the game honors. Staten Island wins it tonight, 1-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher James Varela, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicola Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicola Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Junior Santana's RBI single to center field in the bottom of the 9th wins the game for the Staten Island FerryHawks by the final count of 1-0 for the Ducks. Just their 3rd loss in the last 10 games that they have played, but a tough one tonight as once again for the 2nd time in the last week against Staten Island, the Ducks get plenty of base runners but cannot get it done when it matters most. They go 0 for 7 tonight. With runners in scoring position, they leave 9 men on base, and they drop this ball game 1-0, Long Island's 4th consecutive 1-run game, and they waste an unbelievable outing tonight by Stephen Tarpley, who was terrific against Staten Island, but has nothing to show for it and remains winless on the season. Let's recap this one again. There was only 1 run in the game. It came in the bottom half of the 9th. Kaiwei Lin got things started for Long Island in the inning. He struck out the first 2 batters. He faced the 3-hitter Angel Aguilar and the 4-hitter Mariel Bautista, both of them swinging. But with 2 outs, Ricardo Cespedes hit a ground ball up the middle. Joe DiCarlo diving to his right was able to knock it down, but he was unable to field it cleanly. And so on the infield single, the FerryHawks put the winning run aboard. Joseph Monhay, who was then 0 for 3 in the game with 2 strikeouts and came in hitting just 169, drew a walk. So that put 2 on and moved the winning run into scoring position. Javier Betancourt was next. He was 0 for 3 tonight, and he hit a ground ball into the hole on the left side of the infield. Marrero fielded through off balance to first. The throw pulled Sam Travis off the bag. It would have been close if it didn't pull him off the bag. but they deem it to be an infield single. So on 2 infield singles and a walk, the FerryHawks load the bases. Kai Wei Lin multiple times got 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, but on a 2-2 pitch, Junior Santana singles up the middle, his second hit of the game to bring home the winning run, and the FerryHawks win the game 1-0. The Ducks had many opportunities throughout to try and get on the scoreboard. They had the bases loaded with 2 outs after initially getting 2 on with 1 out in the first, but came up empty. They had our leadoff man on in the third and the fourth. They had 2 on with 1 out, and then the bases loaded with 2 outs in the fifth. They put the first 2 men on in the sixth, and they had a leadoff single in the ninth, but came up empty in each situation in terms of bringing home a run. Again, they left 9 on base, and they were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And so the FerryHawks win the game tonight 1-0. Final totals from tonight's game for the FerryHawks: a run on 6 hits and no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Ducks, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 9. The winning pitcher, Eddie Reynoso, 3 shutout innings in relief. He allowed just 1 hit, struck out 2. He improves to 3-2 on the year. Kai Wei Lin, who allowed a run on 3 hits and a walk in 2/3 of an inning, struck out 2. He takes the loss to fall to 0-1. No save. The game took 2 hours and 51 minutes in front of a crowd of exactly 1,000 fans here at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. It is time to hand out tonight's Player of the Game honors, and in a 1-0 game, I have to give it to the man who won the game for Staten Island, Junior Santana, who had 2 hits tonight, including the game-winning single to center field in the 9th inning. But honorable mention has to go to Stephen Tarpley tonight for the work he did on the mound. 7 shutout innings, his best start and longest start of the year. He allowed just 2 singles, 2 walks, hit a batter, and struck out 10, the most strikeouts by any Ducks pitcher in a game this year. He was brilliant tonight, absolutely deserved to win, but the Ducks could not get the hit that they needed with men on base, and that is why they dropped tonight's series opener. We'll take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scores, and then we'll wrap things up from Staten Island.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Back here one final time on this Friday night. A beautiful night for baseball in Staten Island. A thrilling ball game, a pitcher's duel between these two teams. Stephen Tarpley was terrific. 10 strikeouts over 7 shutout innings. Anthony Rodriguez, 5 scoreless innings in his best start of the year for Staten Island. But the game was not decided until the bottom of the ninth when the FerryHawks rallied with 4 straight base runners with 2 outs, an infield single, a walk, another infield single, and an RBI single up the middle by Junior Santana, winning the game for the FerryHawks. So they take the opening game of this 3-game series. On the out-of-town scoreboard, a final tonight down in Gastonia. The Honey Hunters defeat the Rockers 7-6. They now lead by 2 games in the South Division standings. The winner, Walden, improved to 3-0. Hayes, the loss, fell to 2-1. Balaguer, his 8th save of the year. Galino, a home run, his first of the year for High Point in the defeat. 6 different members of the Honey Hunters picked up an RBI for Gastonia in the win. Barnstormers all over the Legends tonight, 10-2 in Lancaster. Ball, the win, improved to 2-3, and Bell, the loss, fell to 0-1. No save in the game. Kelly Dugan hit his 17th home run of the year for Lancaster, and Cordero his 7th of the year for the Barnstormers. Blake Swire his 4th home run of the season in the loss for Lexington. Blue Crabs continue their winning ways. They're now 22 games over 500, a 7-1 win over the Dirty Birds in Charleston, West Virginia. Mills, the win, improved to 6-1. Tannenbaum, the loss, fell to 0-2. Crosby and Lee each with 2 RBIs to lead the Blue Crabs offense. Scorers had the lone RBI for Charleston, and the York Revolution an 8-3 win as they bounce back to defeat the Genomes tonight. Von Schaman, the win, improved to 2-2. Povsey, the loss, fell to 4-4. Jeffrey Perez, his third home run of the season for the Revolution, had 3 RBIs in the victory. Dueñez hit his third home run. Paredes his 6th in the loss for the Genomes. And on the Major League scoreboard, Yankees and the Cubs tied at 1. They're in the bottom of the 9th in the Bronx. Terrific pitchers duel in that one. Specifically, Luis Severino struck out 10 over 6 innings of 1-run ball. Yankees with a home run from Gleyber Torres, his 11th homer of the year. Jason Hayward hit his first of the season for Chicago. Mets and the Angels underway out in Anaheim. No score. They're in the top of the 2nd. McGill against Diaz, the pitching matchup in that one. And NBA Finals up in Boston. They are in the second quarter, late in the second quarter. The Celtics, who lead the series 2-1, have a 49-45 lead. So that'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. Meanwhile, this series will continue tomorrow night, a 6 o'clock start, 1 hour earlier than tonight for Game 2 of this 3-game series. Ducks will hand the baseball to right-hander Scott Harkin, who has been throwing the ball very well of late. 3-3 record on the year, a 4.60 ERA. The Ducks will get their first look at righty Nick Carell, who will get the start for Staten Island. He is 0-1 thus far in the season, an 8.10 ERA. So a matchup of righties on the mound tomorrow. Staten Island will try and make it back-to-back wins, and 4 wins in their last 5 games tomorrow. Ducks will try and even up this series and set up a rubber game in Sunday's series finale. That'll do it for us here tonight at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. Once again, the final score, the Staten Island FerryHawks, a 1-0 walk-off win over the Ducks in the bottom of the 9th. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night when these two teams meet for the middle game of the 3-game set. Our pregame show will begin at 5:45, first pitch at 6 o'clock. You can follow all the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. From my partner here in the booth, Mike Moore, my name is Michael Pollock. Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with us. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast and this thrilling pitchers duel. Have a great rest of your night. We'll do it all over again tomorrow evening here in Staten Island. Good night and so long from Community Park.